and gentlemen, boys and girls, episode 77 of Saturday Night Hypnosis. I hope everybody can hear me properly because the last couple streams, suddenly my mic freaks out when I do my intro. But welcome, everyone, to episode 77. Of course, my name's Hypnotic. If for some reason you don't know me, I don't know what you're doing here, but we're going to have an awesome time tonight. It's going to be a ton of things to talk about, and I need you guys to please vote in the poll. We have a poll going on right now. By the end of the night, I need to know who is gayer, Will of the Fans or Atreus. So please let me know, because both of those guys called out, which makes them ultimate gay right off the bat. So I need to know who is more gay, please.
What about Wyatt?
Oh, Wyatt, we already know is gay, and unfortunately, his lifespan is coming to an end very soon due to his diseases that he got in California. So it really doesn't matter anyway. That vote doesn't really matter. But I know I'm scaring Renee. I'm sorry. Anyway, welcome to episode 77. We're gonna have an awesome time tonight. Let's do our intros and go on with everybody. Yes, I know, I get it. Ryan Roger Athe has been abducted. I have no idea who this guy is in this place. I see the chat going crazy, asking who the hell this is. And he's an imposter, but let's do our intros. We're going to start with Gooch. Take it away, man.
Yo, what's up? I'm Gooch, formerly known as Jay. You can reach me at Diabolical Souls Presents, where I do reviews and interviews, content creators, comic book creators, artists, writers, all on the show. I do them live, and so come check it out. Diabolical Souls Presents. Subscribe.
Absolutely. Also, real quick, just a quick shout out, man. Two of my videos today are going crazy right now. We might actually hit 30K to live on stream tonight. That would be awesome. So if for some reason you're watching the stream and you're not subscribed, do what you got to do. That's all I'm saying. All right, Coach, take it away, man.
This is Dragon Ball level type of greatness and amazingness and bodaciousness and audacity and boldness. I mean, we're all coming together once a week, risking our careers, our lives. Well, our reputation is not worthy anyway. I mean, we're together with Ryan Roger Athe, so we don't have a reputation. What we have is a great brain, some fantastic pals, a great stuff to talk about, because thank you, legacy, media, entertainment industry, war factory, psych ops, whatever type of agency operating the brains of those poor little kids. Somebody needs to defend the masses. That's, of course, us. So welcome, everybody, to this therapy exhaustion session where we finally hold up the status quo. Once a week, we can allow ourselves to do that. We should. More often, actually. We should do this like every day, because there's so much to talk about. But it's good we do this just once a week. Otherwise, the system would go down in complete madness until... Welcome, everybody, also to the Coach MC studio, where we like somehow celebrate madness, irrationality, and craziness. Because over here at this Coach MC studio, it's about creating, it's about performing, it's about acting, it's about entertaining as well. So come over if you have some sort of entertainment that needs to be spiced up, or something added on top that is interesting and intriguing, like we're trying to do here. Every panel member adds his puzzle pieces, mosaic, unique shrapnel of madness that makes the whole picture of craziness and chaos like even more complete. So welcome to this chaos tribe.
That was awesome, man. I appreciate it. You're gonna get a little fear, as always.
He reminds us we are intelligent human beings every single day.
Ryan, well, supposedly Ryan. I'm really not sure quite yet, but he who says he is Ryan. Take it away.
Well, hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I am the note taker, the reality-based rising star maker, and if you cross me, I'm going to break you, take you to the maker, and something else rhyming with.
You rapping right now?
Yes.
Yes, I'm trying to one up.
What is going on?
The endless monologue.
Who are you?
Oh my God, it's X-Ray Girl.
Also not a single slur in his intro. This really isn't Ryan.
It's impossible, man. This transformation makes me really creep out. It makes me...
I'm sorry, Lenny. It's nice
We're so sorry.
You're the other China's X-Ray Girl. But it's great to see.
Great. No, it's not gonna go down. Sorry.
She's got the Atreus camera right now, the one that tries to attack you live on screen.
The camera's unstable. I apologize.
Speaking of Atreus,
I'm sorry.
It's a good thing he's not here, because now I can fully speak my mind, not get distracted. Gonna have a great time, great talks, and yes, it is really me. I'm not really as with a beard add-on and a hair add-on. It is really me. So yeah, enjoy the show, folks. Oh, plus the glasses DLC.
I'm still thinking
He's in
personally that Ryan
Amazing.
Just
went on a job interview. That's the only thing that I can understand as to why he removed all his facial hair. That's
Oh.
so I don't have an answer
My
for everybody.
beard
asking
was
in
getting
chat.
loose.
Wait
There were
a
patches
minute.
starting to
Who
form.
are you?
That's why
I don't even understand that.
I said I don't understand.
I have a beard and it never became loose ever. I don't know what the fuck does a beard
Patchy,
loose mean.
patchy, as in loose.
I can
Now
never
over
grow
to
a beard.
now over to X-Ray Girl Republic of China edition.
Oh my god. How do you pronounce it? Rini or Renee? How do you pronounce it?
Rini.
Okay, Rini. I apologize for our racist Ryan Roger athlete. I don't know if you ever met
That's
him
her name.
before.
No.
Ching.
But
Yeah,
he's an
it
extremely
is.
racist person. This is why he's called the Klansman on our channel.
I'm all, well, I don't know about that, but I'm all about. It's fine. I'm not politically correct. You don't have to worry about offending me.
It's all good. All right, take it away. Introduce yourself and
on the show.
do your thing.
What did you promise her?
Hello, I am X-Ray Girl's twin. That is not from Connyland. I'm RenieDraws. I'm a comic creator. I have my own channel, of course. I'm the creator of the comic Fiendish, and you can find out more about that. I'm everywhere RenieDraws. But yeah, it's good to be here. It's my first time on the channel, so I really appreciate the invite. It's
Absolutely.
looking forward to this.
Don't sell yourself short. She's a great artist, great story, great comic, and a great
No,
channel.
sell yourself a little short. You're Asian. You can't be that tall.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm pretty
That's
tall.
the guy
but,
cosplaying Monkey D. Luffy. Like you're not tall either. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Monkey D. Luffy isn't a tall character, so I'm
I
within
know.
my
Okay,
lane.
how tall is Luffy supposed to be?
I'd say
He's
like
5 foot something,
5'6".
I
I'm actually
think.
taller
Yeah.
than Luffy.
Probably taller than
It's
5.
a very broad range.
Yeah.
You can't count when he stretches.
I don't
It just
even
doesn't count.
know. Okay, that's fair.
I don't know.
Luffy is
Okay.
5'7". I am 5'8". I just googled it.
Wow, so much
Oh.
taller. Great
Well,
job.
there you go.
You're
Close
5'8".
enough.
You're just a wee guy. Oh my god.
Mm.
Okay.
I mean, I'm also 130 pounds. I'm tiny in general.
I
Oh,
am
wow.
5'11" and 300 pounds, so I am really as. Before
You
And
are
looking
really
for his stapler. He's looking for his stapler. Everyone.
Still
Just
trying to
so
figure
you
out
know.
who you really are, so we can't accept any information from you
I'm
right
still
now.
trying to figure out what a loose beard is, but anyway.
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer commentaries. Take it away.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I was about writing some sneaky comments there. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Dragon, and yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, I know. Ever since my Rebel Moon video, my Echo video, I am now known as the furry dragon antichrist by some weird furry people, or people that think I am a furry even though I am not. Oh, and some people say are quite racist. They don't like the fact how I say the word they, them, or whatever. They think I'm saying it with these. Who knows what? They're weird. Anyway, we're gonna have a good time. I am a sarcastic commentator. Let's go.
Dude, it's a Hispanic thing because every single comment you get, it's the same comments that I got about the way that I pronounce shit. It's like
Yeah.
we say our T's with
them.
D's sometimes, like they them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, don't
hello,
worry
my
about it,
friend.
bro.
Would you like a day damn taco? Yes. Okay.
Just
Good.
go with the roast. Go with
I
the
know.
roast.
I love it though. Oh,
I know,
man,
I know
roast
you
them
do.
back too.
All right, last but not least, Luffy Idol apparently is what's he's going by today. So take it away.
Formerly Leon, but today it's Luffy. I love everybody.
Whoa! You gotta change that title.
Yeah,
King of the Bigots? No.
No, Hypno, you gotta understand. I may be king, but what's a king to a god, bud?
Okay, my title's not God of the Bigots though.
But it is tonight.
Time to take up the mantle, son.
Now I gotta upscale my title because you wanted to take King of the Bigots. You fucking
King of
bigot.
the
Become the god you were meant to be.
This is for the fans. No,
Unbelievable.
but if you guys see me on Twitter, you know that I was at Comic-Con today. I've been posting all about it. And I gotta say, I gotta just give a message out there to all the fine women, specifically the fatties out there. If you are a
There we
fat
go.
woman, you are not allowed to cosplay sexy characters. Like be a frumpy, like Ryzen Zero Dawn character or something, and leave the fine honey.
It's beautiful.
Sexy Asian characters.
That's
That's all I really want to say. I'm going to use my platform right now to say fatties shouldn't be allowed to
Rini,
cosplay hot characters.
Look,
My platform. Sure, just risk it all for me. It's all good.
yeah, it's fine.
We've said so much worse on this show
Look,
than
look,
fatties
it's
shouldn't be
because-
allowed to cosplay.
I know.
It's because he had to show off the fact that he found like this really hot girl doing the Halloween Mercy cosplay with a caduceus rod tattoo on her thighs, and all of a sudden
I'm
he's
gonna
like,
be real. I didn't
"Fuck
even know
them
what
fat
last night she
bitches."
was doing. I just thought she was a babe. So I was like, "Yo, can I get your picture?" Like,
"Bro, you did not notice the caduceus rod, man? That was some
I
attention to
did not
detail."
know.
Absolutely.
I know you're like I'm.
It was the
learning
best
more
part about the
now
girl,
than
I
you
felt.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
To me, that
I
was
don't
the
know
best
why
part. It's
Leon
like,
goes to cons.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big shout out, guys. We are 28 subs away from 30K. Please, let's make it happen.
Come on.
Awesome.
Let's
Yes.
make it happen tonight on stream.
Finally.
Figure.
He'll hit
Make it
30K.
happen, ladies and gentlemen. We can do it. I know we can do it.
And help
YouTube
me to
cannot keep him
1700,
contained
please.
for
Help me
long.
to 1700, please. Just 8 subscribers away.
I'm 5
everybody
subscribers away from 1900, so subscribe and
impressive.
become reality based.
I
I'm
am
really-
44
I'm really
from
surprised.
1,000.
Nice.
Don't
know- oh, I thought
subscribe
you
to
had
Dragon
1,000.
Slayer.
There you
He's
go.
talentless. Subscribe to the Angry
That's just
Badger,
you.
who is even better than
All right,
me.
really quick. Let's call out these super chats before we get started because there's a
Oh,
lot to
shit,
talk
already?
about. We're gonna
Oh.
get into Suicide Squad a little bit. 'Cause that's a hot topic this week, and actually the last couple of weeks. We'll get into StellerBlade because that thing is making everybody and their mother meltdown on Twitter. It's hilarious. KRG for 5. Now we know why Ryan has the beard because the man has no chin. I have a feeling the super chats today. Where's subtle deviancy when you need him? I feel like the super chats today are going to be roasting
Subtle.
Ryan nonstop.
Come out of your cave, bro. Come
Subtle
on.
needs to come
You
out
know
of
you
his
want to.
little cave. I don't know where he's at. The Angry Badger for 10 says, "Hail to all. Hope you hit 30K tonight. First time catching a stream, but it looks like a fun crowd. Looking sharp, Ryan." All right. Thank you. I appreciate that, Angry Badger. And welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. I'll give you a gift, Ryan. Thank you very much. KRG dropping the bomb. Starting off strong with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, KRG, as always. Chaos Daddy, as we call him. And Dr. Coach of Dragon, member for 6 months. How dare you guys not acknowledge the Year the Dragon? Oh, you have a dragon on the panel. Never mind. Hails to you guys. And the new guy. Oh, wait, that's Ryan. I'm telling you, super chats all day. I want to see the best Ryan roast possible in super chats today. I'm gonna be calling him out all night tonight,
I can't believe I'm helping you make money.
Yeah, you want to.
terrible. You're helping a Hispanic person make money. What's wrong with you?
Hey, if you want to,
Exactly. You're
Dude, you
doing your
gotta-
duty as the white colonizer.
we got the dragon
Ooh.
right here, so don't worry about
It's a
the
gorgeous
Yeah.
drawing, Coach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you started that on your stream, right?
Yeah, 5 hours work. I started on the stream, and this for next Tuesday, guys. So tune in when we have Legendary Dragon Slayer.
And this is my Vince
Disgusting.
McMahon drawing.
Why do you always
Vince
draw them with red
McMahon.
noses?
Every time.
Make them look like
Man,
baboons.
looks like Bernie Mac.
Stay still, lady. I want to have a fun time with you.
I'm not a very good
drop
drawer, but
my
I gotta admit
load.
that Ryan's probably the worst artist on this panel right now.
Oh,
Maybe I'm
God.
I'm pretty
Neil
terrible.
deGrasse Tyson. It looks like Neil deGrasse Tyson, not Bernie Mac.
It looks good like
I'm
him.
calling
right?
it Hitler. So, anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's
Yes.
get into the topics, man. Let's start off with Suicide Squad because Suicide Squad has got a lot of drama surrounding it. Now, the funny thing is for me is how fast the game is actually tanking, right? In terms of the refunds we talked about last week, I believe, right? When they were refunding 800% increase in refund requests, massive amounts of people leaving the game. But now apparently the actual numbers came out and they're just using Steam as an example. But I think Steam is a good example just because obviously Steam is huge. But apparently Suicide Squad, even though it's live and it's new right now and it's a brand new game, this game at its best didn't even reach the halfway point of Marvel Avengers peak in terms of player base, right? And we know how bad Marvel's Avengers did in terms of player base. It's the reason why the game is shut down now. This game, brand new game, hot off the press, didn't even get halfway there, which is insane, right? Apparently, there's also a rumor that Steam is deleting reviews, apparently. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, just something that I read. But even with all that being said, it's still pretty obvious this game is tanking very hard and very fast. And I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, and do you see? I'm trying to remember how long Marvel's Avengers actually stayed live. I think it was
A
for
year and a
like
half, I
2
believe.
years. Was it a year and a half? It was like a
year
year
and a half to
something
2
like that.
years. It didn't go beyond 2 years. Yeah.
Right. So, do you think this game's gonna get anywhere close to that? People are saying it's probably gonna shut down within a few months to a year. I think they're gonna hold out for a year at least.
Good that Suicide is in the title because Rocksteady straight up just committed that with this game.
Isn't
Like,
that
let's be
ironic?
real.
It's like the whole name Suicide Squad is just ironic in the whole predicament right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do you guys think it's going to last?
I'll give it 9 months, folks. That's the time it takes to create a life. I'm sure we can.
Oh.
yeah.
Whoa, he showed
I'm
up.
sure.
You
I'm
showed
sure-
up. You showed up. Look at this. Look at this.
I want to make this clear.
Ah.
Atreus only showed up so that Will would lose the poll. That's the only
Yes,
reason why.
that's the only reason.
Oh, okay, let's give him a little
Well,
more
he
credit.
saw, he
also
saw
loves
a woman on the
Asian
stream,
woman
so
on
he had to
stream.
show up
He
all of a
loves Asian
sudden.
women.
That's why.
He has a date in 10 minutes anyways, but you know, it's about
I'm
like
gonna let Atreus speak. Go ahead, Atreus.
Actually, coach, no, I don't. Because when you don't respond in 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, my excuse to get on the show. So, yeah. So,
Damn, so I don't know if it's sad that you got stood up or the fact that I don't
no,
even
I
know, but I'm glad you're here.
I didn't get stood up. I waited 15 minutes, like, you don't respond, you don't respond, you don't respond. Bet I'm on the show. So if they happen to, hey, I'm ready in the next 10 minutes, too late.
nice, very well played. Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a cheer for
Everyone's
that.
got his priorities straight.
That's
Very
that
well
toxic
played.
masculinity that Lex Luthor was talking about. I appreciate
But
that.
you look
They said-
fire,
they said
brother.
that- They
You look
said
fire.
the dating world has piss in it. I might be the piss because boy, I be looking for it. I'm like, damn, do I really?
The dating world. I know it's on the
Do I
docket, but
really
Hypno,
wanna-
at some point
do I
tonight,
really
can we
wanna
talk
spend
about that
money
video
tonight?
you shared earlier?
You say what now?
Oh, you brought the dating pool right now, and so I said, Hypno, I know it's on the docket, but at some point tonight, can we pull up that video you shared earlier, that TikTok about the Death Cab for Cutie guy?
Oh, on Twitter?
That was funny as fuck.
Yeah. I could pull it up at some point. I can pull it
So
up.
somebody want to explain to me what the fuck is that sitting above me?
That's a beautiful Asian
we're
woman.
still
What are
trying
you
to
talking
figure it
about?
out.
That's
man.
a 40-year-old going over a second
No.
divorce, trying to pay off
I
his mortgage.
am
It's impossible.
Steven Seagal
It's
reborn.
amazing. I see it. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it.
And hello to our wonderful guest. I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah.
Hey, Atreus, do you know what country Rennie is from? There's a big clue,
Oh
but
my
you don't recognize flags.
I saw the flag, you fucking moron. I really don't like you. At all.
Name the country then. Prove me wrong. Go on.
Well, I mean,
Can you
I'm not
guess
going to
it?
sit up here and pretend like I know the goddamn country. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How dare you?
That's amazing.
Mm.
That's
All
amazing.
right, let's go
Oh,
back to
dear.
Suicide Squad now that we have full crew here, aside from Will, who's still gay. But yes, apparently half the amount of people playing at its peak, and now I think the latest number is somewhere in the single digit thousands. I think it's like 4,000 or something like that on Steam. Absolutely god awful for a live service game. I mean, I had somebody in my comment section earlier today that was literally trying to fight me, apparently, over the fact that they were saying the game's amazing, it's fantastic, and it's only haters who are talking about this game online. And I'm like, are you really in that denial, like that level of denial that you can't even admit, like, yeah, you might like the game, there's nothing wrong with that, nobody's saying you can't like it, but to say that the game is not failing just because you like it is just a little odd to me. It's definitely denial. It reaches it.
It's got 9 months. I give it 9 months, and then it's just gone.
Oh yeah, I had asked that question, Atreus, while you were not
9
here.
months.
Like, how long do you think this game is going to stay in service? Marvel's Avengers died in 2 years, so
There is no fucking way this game lasts that long. There's no way. Marvel's Avengers was on the like edge for like months before they finally pulled the plug on it, and they had like double the player base that Suicide Squad did. And you know, as far as the denial you're talking about, I've been a part of that denial before, but for the record, I've never played a game that was trash and then tried to convince people it was good. So I know a lot of people gonna throw my Anthem, thing out there. I get it, but I never tried to convince anybody Anthem was a good game. So
Avengers had something going for it though that Suicide Squad will not have, because Avengers got saved at the 1 year mark because they released the Spider-Man DLC. What the fuck does Suicide Squad have that's anything equivalent to Spider-Man?
no,
Trace, I'm not saying it got saved as in it got good. What I mean is people were so excited to play Spider-Man that it gave it a second lease on life.
I think them releasing that Spider-Man DLC might have done more harm to the game than good. And the reason why I say that is because, one, it was exclusive to PlayStation. And then, two, it was so trash that PlayStation fans almost wish they would have gave it to Xbox as like a joke or some shit. Like, it was that
God
fucking
damn.
bad.
And I mean,
it was bad.
the thing is, like,
I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying it extended the game's life. What Suicide Squad got that's gonna extend its life. Like they don't have anything they can add that's the equivalent popularity wise as Spider-Man. What are they gonna do? Add fucking Black Manta? Like,
Well, I was saying before that Marvel Avengers is a much bigger namesake than anything DC has right now. So if Marvel Avengers died in 2 years and couldn't get a player base for that kind of a game, and this is literally the same exact game with a DC skin, I just don't see how they have anything that's going to keep people around for any
I
amount of
disagree
time.
with that.
Why
I
is that?
disagree with that because the Avengers actually did have a player base until everybody realized what it was. When people got their hands on the game, and that's the big difference. What's so disrespectful about Suicide Squad is it was inept from start. The Avengers plunged. They had the opportunity to plunge. When people picked up the game and they realized, wait, this is a looter, but when I pick up like a new helmet or a new piece, it doesn't change my appearance. Like, whose fucking idea was that? So when Justice League comes out and on release date, they only got what, like 10,000 people? Dude, that's embarrassing. That's absolutely embarrassing.
But
And
who comes
the amount
with,
of coke that's
up
going
with
on
that
online.
idea? Like you're saying, like, because we've been discussing this, you know, in the last couple of episodes. If you look into Japanese culture of fabricating and manufacturing comic books, there is a certain consistency with their workflow, right? They try to keep the characters alive and consistent and truthful to the source material as much as they can. Like this, you can cultivate that tribe, not only a community of consumers, but really a tribe of people. And here we keep always losing that focus of what is our core customer actually wanting from us, right? What is the source material that they crave, and why do we, you know, why we're not delivering on that? Why we're not fulfilling the promise why we're here in the first place? Here we have the tendency to deal way more with politics in an also blatantly open way. And that, of course, scares people away. And it's not just politics, it's just a whole demeanor that is arrogant. In Japan and in Far East, you have servitude. You have these huge companies serving the customer. Here, it feels like they're capricious, right? They treat us like, you know, like shit, basically, because they deliver us something material and then they offend us if we are not satisfied with these games and with these products.
Well, real quick question, Rini, do you play games? I don't know. Do you?
No, not really, which is why I'm not really saying much.
No, okay, that's fine. I was just curious.
I'm a
Anytime we have a
comic
guest,
person.
No,
that's fine.
I don't play
Yeah.
either, but it's just a general talking. We've been talking about this is going through every spectrum of entertainment, whether it's gaming, movie, or comic books, or any other art form. We're all seeing the same pattern happening. This is probably not because of the wokeness in itself, but it's just the lack of quality, the lack of craftsmanship, right? The lack of consistency in the work, and also respect for the work. Gooch and I talked about this also on his podcast and also on my show. Like, you know, you need to respect those things. You need to repeat them over and over again until they become muscle memory, and then you kind of produce work that is really valuable and that you want to collect, that you cherish also over time. And it's not just the consummation of a quick product.
I mean,
Well,
Suicide Squad, this game was essentially phoned in. Everyone who was part of it, just day after day, were just phoning in their workload. And as soon as they release it, I mean, there's a bug so bad that it's all done and complete. That was no doubt for journalistic twats to review it without actually playing the game. So I agree with Atreus. This game
What?
What's
wrong with him today? Who are you, shapeshifter? You agree with Atreus?
I agree with Atreus. At least Marvel Avengers started off with an audience and then fell down. Like a ship, then it sunk. I mean, Suicide Squad is akin to a submarine that can't go in the water. It was failed. It was a failure from the beginning. And that's why I give it 9 months. And hopefully this is the kick in the balls it needs for future games to get better. One more thing. I think Rennie, one of those, doesn't play games because, like the rest of her people, she's too busy making them.
You know what? I have actually worked in gaming, and I still don't play games. And I work in I do actually read comics, but I mean, it takes too much time. Like, if you're going to be a creator, you don't really have time to consume things. But I really like what Coach said and what everyone has echoed. This idea that in the East, people are focused on putting the customers first. And even though I'm not really a gamer, I play a game like, I don't know, once every 2 years or something. It's still noticeable because this whole cultural trend is across different media. It's the same in comics. We've had tons of issues with all kinds of weird political comics, but not just that, the lack of quality and this whole sense that the publishers and the creators, at least in corporate, are talking down to the customers, and they're creating what they think is socially correct and telling the customers that are just regular people, we decide what you like. You're not allowed to like conventionally attractive women, which I'm sure we're going to get to with StellerBlade and all these other things. And if you don't agree, we're going to call you names instead of respecting the customer like they do in Asia. And StellerBlade is a great example, but also with manga, it's a great example because manga is all about the sales are determined by merit. In case you guys don't know, I don't want to get like too into it, but in Japan, the survival of a series is determined by what the customers vote for. So if Shonen Jump goes out, all the people that buy Shonen Jump will choose which series they like the most, and the ones that aren't preferred by the audience is eliminated. Can you imagine that happening in the States?
Yeah.
So that's the real problem with our media. They don't respect the customer.
Also, happy Chinese New Year.
Well, I got two things. Two things. First, Hypnotic's probably rock hard right now because you mentioned manga. Secondly,
yeah, you can imagine what he's doing. Nasty stuff.
Yeah. And secondly, you're right. Well, you're starting to see more and more people come out. Well, actually, Hypnotic put out a video this week about all the Marvel writers not knowing a damn thing or about the lore and the canon of Marvel, and just being there as a as a check mark and just inserting themselves into these movies, into whatever they're supposed to be doing. So with the gaming industry, it's the same thing. These people have no idea what they're doing, inserting themselves into it, thinking this is what I'm going to be doing, and it's failing all across the board. And now you're seeing like people like what's her name, Johnson, what's her name, Madam Web, Dakota Johnson, is that her name?
Yeah.
She comes out and says something. Aman Vellani comes out and says something. Why is it a young little woman from Toronto, Canada, Canada, has to say something about the movie business, saying it needs to get back and focus on the heroes, not the agendas?
Well, so, I mean, and to piggyback off of that, though, Jay, so like as mentioned earlier, probably won't be the last time it comes up. I went to Comic-Con today. What's prevalent at Comic-Con? Comic books, which means comic book artists and writers. Guess what? They had two guests. They had Arthur Sudam and Renee Witterstater. Now, for those of you that don't know those names, guess when they worked in Marvel Comics? From the 80s through about 2005, 2008. She wrote. Renee wrote Sensational She-Hulk. She worked on the X-Files in the 90s. Arthur worked on like Marvel Zombies. Like, why aren't they getting modern writers as guests, modern artists as guests? Probably because no one's going to show up to have their comic book signed or paid for because they didn't buy them to begin with. So at least these conventions know, hey, if we're going to be bringing people in, we should bring in the talent from the 80s to the 2000s that actually fucking sold.
Yeah, and that are interesting people.
But they aged them out. There's a lot of ageism going on, especially with females. They're aging a lot of these people out, saying your prime is done. You have nothing left in the tank.
At Marvel, maybe. I'm talking about in the actual.
I'm talking everything. I'm talking movies, TV, comics, even video games. They're pushing people out, saying you have nothing left in the tank, and yet a lot of them are coming out now as indies and creating better content than what's being put out there.
Yeah, because you make them.
The point I'm trying to make, though, because it's kind of irrelevant to what you're saying. Take a look at the Gina Carano thing that we discussed. Like, hey, these cons knew that bringing in Gina Carano would bring in the bank because it's Gina Carano. They weren't going to let the cancel mobs go after them. They know the same thing about these old Marvel writers from the 80s through the early 2000s that, hey, these are the people that sold books. So these are the people that will bring patrons to the convention. Why aren't they bringing modern writers? Because even the people that run these conventions that want to make money know these people, no one's going to show up to see modern Marvel writer, insert name here, that no one gives a fuck about. They want to show up to see Renee Witterstater, who wrote Sensational She-Hulk in 89.
Yeah.
I agree.
Leon, why the fuck are you dressed up as goddamn Luffy?
I came here from Comic-Con, like I just
He
said.
literally just said he can't. Oh, sorry, you weren't
Yeah, I
even.
came here-
This coming from a pimp. This guy's dressed like a pimp, and he's asking him why he's there. Like, what the
He's
Like,
dressed
fuck.
like one of those like.
Pimping ain't easy, eh? So like, what the hell?
Bro, this
that is
man
amazing.
looks like
I mean-
he runs a fucking hostel somewhere in fucking Atlanta.
Let me share this really quick just to go back to the original
Oh,
topic. According to this, recently Batman Arkham Knight has more concurrent players right now than Suicide Squad on Steam.
Seriously, you have to click each individual one because like he put they're not they're half sized so and that was back when they did it. I think it's higher now. I think it's like they had a 51% increase of player
Imagine your game
base.
being so bad that people were like, you know what? I'm gonna play the other three, the older
Listen,
three over this one.
I did the same thing when that Batman scene was going around and they were like, you know what? Fuck you, Soap Dodger.
What did he say?
It just goes to show. It just goes to show, though, folks.
Showing new high quality hose.
How do we make gaming great again? We build a fucking time machine, use the lessons of the past, use the fucking technology of the past, and make great games. Because if this is the fucking future of gaming, we're fucked completely.
You play on 10-year-old hardware anyway, so what do you care?
He can play Arkham Knight, which is better than Suicide Squad, and save money on hardware.
That's the crazy thing.
Xbox One forever, motherfuckers.
Well, that's kind of a little misguided. I think you had Mahler playing these games, and he has a huge audience. So like, there's going to be a bump with individuals that are playing like those games on YouTube. You're going to see a big bump.
Yeah, that's one guy. Like that's not thousands playing.
Well, he's got like 1 million subscribers. So I mean, like.
Well, it might remind a few people to play the game, but
I don't think one dude is going to. What happened is the Arkham games have been celebrated as being beloved since they came out. So for over a decade, I think 13.
Oh, I love the games. Yeah, I love the games.
All the bastardization of Suicide Squad.
But that's no different than Critical Drinker saying a movie sucks and then no one goes to see it.
Any chance I get to expose Atreus, I'm down.
No, but Gooch
Sorry,
does
he
make
gets like this every time when there's a woman on the stream. There's usually dudes.
I swear to God.
Gooch does make a good point, though. If enough creators support a project, then that project can do very well, especially if it's a game. So that's the important part of content creation in that regard. Please continue, Mr. Monkey, Luffy, whatever the fuck.
Well, no, I mean, I agree that people like Mahler and Critical Drinker and whatnot, they have sway and they have influence. But let's take a look at Argyle, for example. Argyle bombed it bombed opening weekend. Drinker didn't put his video out until like the following Monday or Tuesday after it already only had an $18 million opening. Now, did his video probably affect people to not go see it after that? Absolutely. But that movie was going to bomb regardless. So while creators have influence, bad things are just recognized as bad by the paying customer, and that's going to happen regardless of any influencer.
Let me catch up on super chats really quick, guys, and then we're going to switch over to StellerBlade because fuck Suicide Squad, game sucks. We got KRG for 5 says Ryan looks like he should be the spokesperson for Bush Baked Bean. Nice. The roast, Dragon, really good. I'm telling you, give me your best roast, ladies and gentlemen, in super chat against Ryan. That's what I'm going to read today.
Dragon, you should rename your fucking channel to Hyena
Commentary.
Hell, man.
No, if I did that, I would literally have to talk in a ridiculous pitch all the time.
I knew that, Dave. I knew that.
Dave Nunn for 199 says, "Plus Atreus flag is Taiwan. Hail all."
Yes.
All right.
Hey, how do you feel? How do you feel knowing that Jackie Chan hates your people?
I don't care.
I don't.
Wow.
I separate the art from the artist, and also I don't listen to the opinions of brainwashed sheep.
He can hate.
That's my girl right there.
Listen, he can hate as many niggas as he wants to, just as long as he keep kicking and fighting the way he did. I ain't gonna give a damn.
It's not Taiwan. It is the Republic of China, the only China that should legally exist.
Oh my God!
God, you guys.
Man after my heart. Thank you.
Winnie the Pooh, go fuck yourself.
Atreus, I'm gonna have to
Your country will crumble
What
just as the
you saying?
Soviet
We
Union
need the
did.
poo.
Atreus, I'm
Damn.
gonna have to summon your ancestors for this one because chat's trying to get me. So I need you to read this next super chat, please.
Hypnotic is my dad. So he is my.
Come on, Atreus, you're supposed to help me out here.
Bro, I'll say it. I already said it one time.
Hey,
and Trey is
Can I
getting it.
say? Can I say Jew
Stay up with
instead?
me. Just let it roll off your tongue like Justin Bieber.
You do realize I already did it one time, bro, right? Like you don't tempt me, Atreus.
I mean, if I gotta summon
I already
dragons
did it
to
on
this
stream
trunk
one
cell,
time.
I'm
I'll do
under the
that. too.
impression that Latinos were allowed to say it. That's what Lil Dicky said in one of his
If
raps.
you're black,
We are,
if you're
but
a
the thing is,
know,
according to the
yeah.
internet, I am both white and black. But
according to
I'm
the
not
internet,
allowed to use the
furry
black
Kinda
part.
gray.
antichrist, though. Go figure yourself.
That's the problem. I've
I
been
don't
called
know, man.
white more than black, though.
But though,
MSK Content
Mr.
Entertainment
MSK,
produced
that's pretty pause worthy, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
Oh, here we go with the
that's pretty pause worthy, dog.
pause.
Oh
Says
wait,
Hypnotic is my
no.
dad, so he is my. Go ahead, Atreus, say it.
I think
Jew.
the guest. I give the honors to the guest. I think she's. She go ahead.
Just say it like
no, thank
Sega,
you. I'm
okay?
so honored, but I'm fine. Thank you so much.
You know what? Y'all are weak,
I'll let
bro.
you
Come
take
on.
this.
You know what? I'll say it. Screw this shit, okay?
No.
It's
not gonna
said
get in
Niga.
trouble.
That's what it is. It's Niga. It's like Niga bands.
No,
That's what it is. It is.
no.
But he's trying to get. He's trying to get. me to
He
flip
said.
up.
He said. Hypnotic is my dad, so he is
here we
my
go.
nigga.
Oh, no.
And nothing. And nothing happens because that's the hood word.
Damn.
I am
Oh, well, I'm
safe.
so glad you guys are super chatting because monetization is officially gone. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Much appreciated. All right. Let's talk about StellerBlade, man. StellerBlade is a great topic. It is a great topic going on right now because the meltdown is fantastic. And I do think that he is the director anyway, is purposefully, I don't know, man, because he just might be out of this whole cultural nonsense, obviously being from South Korea. But I think it's pretty damn ironic and funny, some of the stuff he's saying. And he actually said that I don't want to see something normal. I want to see something more ideal in terms of, obviously, you know, beautiful women representation in modern games or media as a whole. You know, this is a topic that's been going on a ton, and it's not just StellerBlade. There's been talks about women being uglified or brought down a few pegs for modern audiences or whatever cringe word you want to use. And it's not just in gaming, it's in comics, it's in everything really at this point, movies, TV shows. So, I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of StellerBlade? I mean, obviously the game looks pretty good. I would say it's pretty generically Korean, if that makes sense. If you look at the trailer, it's nothing that you wouldn't expect from a game like that. So I don't want to call it like revolutionary or anything. I don't want people to misrepresent what this game is, but I do think it's pretty fucking epic that they are choosing to do this over, you know, bending the knee. Not that I thought that they would. Even
I
though they're
will
super
not.
aggressive.
I refuse to pre-order shit. Okay.
I'm not pre-ordering it. Just to be clear, I'm not.
But,
I knew it.
Oh,
but,
Yes, there's a lot of ass in the trailer. We get it, but like
He's him in the cam.
but I gotta say,
You muted yourself.
You actually muted yourself.
You hit the
So
mic.
excited he muted himself.
Yeah, it's okay, Atreus. We found your camera twin in Renee. Like
Yes.
earlier, the camera was trying to attack her too.
Yeah, hit us,
Oh,
hit us,
yeah.
hit us with the butt, Trey. It's good.
just make a statue. I just need a statue.
a life-size statue.
Of that particular
I just
scene,
need-
right? The one with the upskirt and stuff.
Oh,
I just need the
yes.
statue.
Oh
And
my god.
I just give me the statue. I got whatever you need. It's a day one buy for me. But no pervs though. You know what I'm saying? No pervs. Though. We won't be doing anything pervs.
Hopefully they release
Oh
a
my God.
collector's. Hopefully they
tongue off
release
the
a
screen.
collector's edition, Atreus.
You say what now?
If you can afford it, that is.
I
This
know.
entire,
I know.
we're not talking about someone else's money,
the
right?
most poorest motherfucker on the panel isn't talking about being able to afford anything. We know you just paid for that haircut with your income tax shit.
He lives in a
least I
communist
can
country. They don't get
afford-
income tax.
At least I can afford a proper hat, Atreus. Not a do-rag.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You
But real
probably
quick,
wanna
He got
hang
you
me-
there.
You probably want to hang me with this do-rag, don't you?
No,
Yeah, you're a liar.
Yeah, you're like,
you're more
Oh, where's
useful
that
in
clip? Hold
shame.
on, hold on.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
That's Ryan. Whatever he says, he doesn't want to do physically harmful to Atreus. Really quick. So, I mean, what do you guys think about this? Now, I know, Rini, you don't play games, obviously, but you see this happening in comics, right? Obviously, you see this happening in movies and whatnot. And I see a lot of female content creators openly talking about this. There's not enough of you guys, honestly. I wish there was more, but there's a lot of you guys who are openly talking against the defeminization, I guess, of female characters and turning them into, I don't even know what word to even call them. I don't even want to call them butches or just like, it's just not
It's just
not
making them ugly.
yeah.
ugly.
And I don't, yeah, and
Turning
it's, you
people
know,
off,
it's hard
right?
to talk about it without being mean, but I like what the StellerBlade director said, where he said, first of all, he was just like super practical about it. He's like, you're going to be looking at her behind, so we're going to make the behind look good. Like, it's just such a kind of just really straightforward, no nonsense kind of comment that
love
I
how
think just
cute
the
she is.
West
She
people
said
would all be
behind.
worried. Yeah, they're just all worried about what's going to be. It's gonna offend people or whatever, but in Asia they don't care. They're just like, you're gonna be looking at her butt, so the butt has to be hot. That makes complete sense.
She
But
looks a bit
also,
like you,
it's not-
Renee.
Right.
Listen, not all of us
Very
look the same.
fucking
Okay?
racist.
Not all of us look the same. But this whole trend of making Western games making female characters not ideal is really strange because to me,
I'm sorry.
we're
sorry.
characters.
Sorry, the chat was asking.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's fine.
Fucking This is why I don't put my face on camera.
No, but there is like I think the saddest part about this woke psychosis that they are infusing into the masses brain is the fact that they're attacking the woman. That's the most, but they're attacking her space, they're attacking her safety, they're attacking her beauty, they're attacking her being special, right? They want to just play down everything that has to do with the magical thing called the woman, right? Because the woman is magical,
I
right?
agree.
Destroy the woman and you
Magical.
destroy the
Magical.
nation.
I didn't know
But
that.
hold on,
Yeah.
let me elaborate on what Coach just said, because what he just said was profound. There is not even just about destroying the woman; it's destroying a very particular woman. Feminism didn't originate this way, but the Fuglies have found a way to weaponize it against other women.
Mhm.
It's just a fact. They don't belong in the same space with you. They don't belong to. They don't deserve to breathe the same air, eat the same food, live the same lifestyle. They don't deserve to be on the same plane with private jets with you. There's a lot of things that attractive women,
Preach, brother. Preach,
get
my brother.
by nature. It's just a fact. How do you say your name, my love? Like, how do you say your name? I don't want to fuck it up. I guess.
Rini.
Yes.
Oh, Rini, yeah.
Yeah, Ring. If you see an attractive woman like Ring, you instantly go into protective mode. When you see Fuglies like motherfucking like Lizzo, and stuff like that, you instantly you're repulsed. So what they do is they try to weaponize it. They're trying to socially engineer you into believing that what they want you to be what they want you to find attractive is attractive, but it just won't work. At the end of the day, you saw the internet blow up over this trailer because niggas is gonna play this game if not for nothing other than to watch some ass cheeks. I mean,
and that's all right, and that's beautiful.
And
that's just the nature of things, and they want to kill what's magical and visceral and unspoken, and it should always be kept that way. They want to destroy that, which is the definition sometimes of why man and woman also get together, because there is this incredible visceral interest, and that's okay too.
Look at Mindy Kaling. She turned Velma into a fucking turd with a wig on, bro.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, she really did.
Yeah,
Velma,
it's her
despite
revenge.
being nerdy with the glasses, has always been depicted as somewhat attractive. Not like supermodel
Like,
attractive, but like that nerdy girl that
Girl
when
next
you
door.
catch her, when she's not at school and then you catch her outside.
Wait. That Scooby Doo movie though, like from like early 2000s.
That's different though.
That's
That's
fine as hell. Made you remember chicks with glasses are not all ugly.
We was all too young, still watching that shit with our tongues wide open. Like, damn, Velma that got potty.
Well, I was a kid at the time, so it might be different.
What they did to Velma was a crime, though. I'm sorry, it was a crime. Like Velma was the target of like so many people's R34 fantasies, and then all of a sudden they turned it into I don't even know what creature that was. I'm just glad it got hit by a car. But
creature. You're welcome, by the way.
One of those unattractive, fugly women who wish she could get a fucking Chris Hemsworth or a what's his name, Chris Evans, or one of these dudes, and she can't get one, and so she got to downplay you know, the role looks play in women and downplay white men on TV. It's just the fact. Well, not white men, like, you know.
Yeah, they're living out their psychosis. They're living out their suppressed frustration. Everything
married
that
to a white man?
I think so. Yes,
not the white man she wants.
But not the white man. I totally agree with the Trace. Yeah, not the man that she really wants, that she feels she deserves. That's the, you know, the psychosis is, it's the triad of darkness that we have inside our soul, right? We have the psychosis, we have Machiavelli, the manipulation, and we have narcissists inside of us, right? And depending on what type of aspect, you know, has more volume and more weight, that manifests in our character. With Mindy, it's clearly like she has the psychosis because she believes she deserves those people, but she want to nonetheless, like Trace is saying, weaponize the woman, make her ugly, so she's also compensating for her traumas while growing up. It's absolutely diabolical, and they get money for doing this and shove it down our throat. Absolutely crazy. Yes,
and the problem isn't just what what Mindy Kaling did and these creators, what they're doing is very narcissistic, but the actual system that's allowing them to make money and with what Western media is doing, allowing all this stuff to go in our games and ruin our games and movies, it's a broader cultural issue where I think what they're trying to do is de-idealize everything. You're not allowed to aspire to be that ideal, and this is for both men and women. We are not allowed to have ideal men. They flip out at stuff that has idealized men just being strong men, and we're not supposed to be attracted to that, except that's what women are attracted to, and that's what men like. And the same for women. Men are attracted to feminine, beautiful women that are hot, and I personally find it very insulting what they're doing by people flipping out against characters like StellerBlade, because I think that's empowering, and it's complete bullshit how modern feminism says that this kind of stuff is, it's misogynist or whatever. No, it's not. An idealized female form is inspiring, and we should be aspiring to be that, and female beauty is powerful. This is empowering, and people trashing on this and saying this shouldn't be allowed, they're stupid.
Well, idealism. To add to that, though, because Hypno said, you said at the beginning that you don't think that the director even really cares about the culture war aspect because he's South Korean. I wholeheartedly disagree. Like, the South Korean culture, there have been several individuals in whether it be game creation or video game or Korean television or movies that are actively anti-woke, that they see what's going on in the West and they want to fight against it. I bet he wholeheartedly knows what's going on because South Korea is very conservative. They genuinely look at feminism as a cult. Like the way we look at like the Westboro Baptist Church is the way they look at feminism. So I actually think
they know.
It's a cult. Yeah, I think we talked about this before where I think you brought that up before, Leon, on a previous, might have been last week, where when the relationship podcast was blowing up these last few years, it amazed me how many Koreans you saw in the chat. Like, nigga, can you what is he saying? Like, you know, dropping Korean currency in the chat, saying, "Yeah, we're dealing with the same thing over here." And I'm like, you know, I'm sitting over here with my ignorant ass, like, wow, I didn't realize they could understand what was being said.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying that I don't know if it's necessarily like what he's saying is just too damn perfect, right? And so I was thinking, like, is he saying this because he truly believes it, or is he saying it to try to fuel a culture war that I don't know if he's even aware of in the West over here?
I think he's low key trolling.
Maybe I don't know. That's basically what I meant.
I'm not sure about Korea, but in Japan they absolutely know. With at least from what I see on Twitter and what I hear from, I know people that work in manga in Japan, and they're aware of it. It's just they don't there's like a low level kind of like crazy Western woke culture trying to get into their countries, and most people are against it.
Yes, and that's what I was trying to tell Leon last week. It's at the base level. It's like in the schools, and like it's at the very base level. But when it comes to the higher ups, the industries, the higher up levels, they want nothing to do with it because they see how it's failing, and they're refusing to follow that trend.
This comment right here is what's got people flipping out on Twitter. I see people quoting this a lot. He says, and then I'll take the screen down. It says, to this end, the director then bluntly admitted, honestly, when I play a game, I would like to see someone who is better looking than myself. That's what I want. He concluded, I don't want to see something normal. I want to see something more ideal. I think that it's very important in a form of entertainment. This is, after all, entertainment targeted for adults.
There you go. Keyword, ideal. The establishments of the world fear the ideal man, the ideal woman, strong, intelligent, courageous, never give up, never give in,
men were meant for war. Men were meant for hunting, for fighting, for defending, and now you're seeing this trend of trying to break that down. And women they're nurturing, right? That's why you see the women. I'm not going to say paint all women are like this, but most women tend to get into like nursing or teaching or something like that because they can care. That's their
Coach and Dragon know their history, and the last time a great force on planet Earth strived towards ideals, it nearly destroyed what is now the dominant establishment of the world. So that's why
when you let the slaves escape, right?
No, a bit close.
But even
in the 20th century, Atreus, the point I'm making is it's because of that past that the establishment fears ideals of men and women and strength and unity, blood and nation, that sort of thing. That's why they're trying to destroy it. Destroy the man, destroy the woman, destroy the family, destroy the nation, blood, and soil, so that we're all one people, one idea, one unity.
Not in North America. North America, they're trying to empower the woman, but the woman doesn't want a man. They don't want betas. You're seeing that everywhere. You go into the dating
thing is they're not promoting the ideal woman. They are building up.
I know that.
They're not building up the ideal woman, and so that's the key difference in what Ryan's saying.
Okay,
they are building up women, but they're not building up women that are actually women.
They're weaponizing individualism to destroy the rights of the individual. They're weaponizing the freedom of womanhood to be their own person in a way to destroy the family and to destroy the nation. Because women build nations, folks, not men, because they birth people within the nation. Without womanhood, you don't have a nation.
But
that's why when men go into other countries,
what I'm saying is women are like wanting to find that alpha male, and they can't find them because they're all betas right now, and that's the problem what we're seeing in North America.
That's why they become hyper estrogen goblins, to quote Alex Jones.
Well, that's the whole meme of these really lived out women who are they keep being angry at themselves for being attracted to conservative men, except that's what most women want. And I think it's this whole idea that feminism used to be about women having choice. If you want to stay home and be a housewife, that's great. If you want to have a career, that's great. You can choose, but it's morphed into this monster that is anti-choice. They don't actually care about women. They want to push their ideology. They want women to be just like men, and they're telling us to be empowered, you have to be like men. You have to fight just as well as men. You have to be just as career focused as men, except women aren't naturally like that. Most women are happy nurturing and caring for those they love. Most women don't like high competition environments, and so many people are unhappy. Look at depression rates amongst women and men. I mean, depression rates are going up just all across the board, but especially for young women. And you know why? It's because they're being indoctrinated to go against their natural instincts. And if only we could just actually look at what people naturally want and what they choose instead of indoctrinating them, everybody would be happy.
Hey, deny reality, folks. Deny
Why
reality.
Why you zooming on Atreus all the time?
Because Atreus is falling in love right now. I saw it.
He really does. You're right.
While Rini was speaking, I just wanted to make sure everybody's walking away right now.
He's like, he literally.
If you deny,
he passed out because he's got no blood to his legs.
I am in fucking.
I'm very good on picking things up, Atreus. I'm sorry. I just had to do it.
This man has been in the trenches.
Rini's 100% right. Everything she's saying, she's 100% right.
It's true. Yeah.
If you deny reality often enough, reality denies you, and it ultimately leads to self-deletion. Despair causes death, And great timing, Hypno. What a way to get rid of a black gentleman. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, we need more StellerBlade and less Velma. Now, highlight the problem. We've done that. Find the solution. I proposed that. And be the change you want to see. More lovely ladies with big titties and big anuses, especially.
No.
Yes.
The term is ass cheeks. If you're gonna go that specific,
not anus.
Not anus.
No.
They would be
Very
they would be
big
fucking
anus.
I think
No,
we're all
no.
Pause.
Yes,
wrong
pause.
thing
What
here.
the fuck?
Yeah. That is a pause.
Titties,
That is
ass,
for
that's
sure a
all
pause.
fine and good, but you all are failing to ignore. You're ignoring. You're failing to recognize thighs, and that is the clear problem with this chat right now. Thighs
Just
is
like you ignored the caduceus rod on that fine woman's thighs that you showed the picture.
No, I saw. Trust me, no, I saw the tattoo. I just didn't know what the fuck it meant. All I saw was, hey, hot thighs, and a good-looking tattoo.
Come on now, you could have asked. Nah, I would have said,
No,
oh, that caduceus rod.
Tits or anus.
Yeah, you're muted, Atreus. I think you muted your mic.
You're muted.
Yeah, you muted
Unless you
yourself
knock something
while
out.
falling down the stairs. You okay?
Well, while he's fixing that, we are officially, ladies and gentlemen, T-minus 10 subscribers from 30,000, man.
Come on.
You guys are killing it tonight. Let's try our best to make it happen. Atreus, what are you going to say?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Atreus.
You want to say something?
I lost. I forgot it.
Oh.
He's got no words.
No, in that case, I uploaded a link of Belma getting hit by a car repeatedly. Somebody somehow made a perfect mix of that.
I'll use
Maybe
that
that'll
later
get-
on. Don't worry.
Yeah, it'll be great. Oh,
That's
I missed that
hilarious.
show.
Oh no,
But no,
I was saying it's
okay.
getting a little bit pause worthy in here. I apologize to the guests. It's been a sausage fest on here for so long. So we just don't know how to.
It's been like
They're not
3 months. It's been 3 months since
And
we've
next
had a
week's
female
stream is going to be
panelist.
a female again, too. So there you go.
Where the hell is where's Casey, man? Oh, Cassie's
working overnights on
Cassie's
Saturdays. That's
working
why she
overnight.
had to quit.
Yeah.
Ah.
Cassie eased out,
Yeah.
and we got Persian man.
Yeah.
Wow.
He keeps trying and
Change your fucking lights.
It's really important. So Jimmy Boy
Change
says,
your lights.
Jimmy Boy
God,
says,
right.
I don't understand why this game is even worth the time to talk about it. Because Jimmy Boy, we see this game doing the exact thing that is the opposite of what the West has been giving us for the last decade, give or take. And so
You don't like ass, nigga?
No, he likes anus.
Yeah.
He likes
He just gave
anus.
the most black question ever. What, bro?
Isaac
You don't like
Graham?
no ass cheeks? You
like-
motherfucker. Get that away from here. Come on, 5 more.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on.
Five more, ladies and gentlemen.
Some of the audience, Atres, I know this is going to shock you, but some of the audience are homosexual and
Yeah.
like the anus,
Well, so-
not the titty.
Why? What the?
Why so scientific all of a sudden?
I'm eating
Show.
popcorn.
You
Please.
maggots. I know,
I think-
Jay.
I
I
think
know.
that this game, I think that this game is going to be, in terms of the story around it, it's going to be very similar to Hogwarts Legacy. There's going to be a band of people that are going to support this game strictly because it is saying the right things, and the directors are saying the right things. It's not going to be as massive, not even close, but it's going to have that similar kind of draw where this game is going to create a division online, and I think a vast majority are obviously going to be for it versus against it, even though that little small bit that's against it is going to be obviously very vocal online about it. So I don't know.
What's the matter,
We'll see.
hyena? What's the matter?
Fucking T-Gap Steve, read his comment that he added me at. I said, what's your
All right,
obsession
I saw
with
this one.
anus?
This was hilarious. First time in one of your live streams, and what did I hop into? First word I hear was anus. Thanks, Ryan.
I know. It's Ryan.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Well, shout out to everybody who's new in the chat. Please subscribe. We are actually now 3 away from hitting 30,000 live on the stream.
Come
That'd be
on.
awesome.
We're
Let's do
almost
it, ladies
there.
and gentlemen. Let's do it. But yeah, I'm actually excited for StellerBlade. I just like games like that. You know, fuck all the sex appeal and everything like that. I just like games like that, like Near Automata, like those kind of games. Very cool. So I'm interested.
Oh,
Interested
yeah.
regardless.
Dude, look.
Now, if it
my
had some
serious-
fat chick in it, I'd be like, that's a little stupid. I probably wouldn't play it.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
no
unless it
idea.
was a goofy game with fat chicken, and then people would just, top it off to like, comedic take or something. But
Right.
at
Fat
least
women don't
on
deserve love.
regard.
Let's just call it what it is. Fat women don't deserve love.
Jesus.
I'll
I
write
I
that
wonder how the
down.
women who
Well,
made
I
that
don't-
Dove commercial feel about StellerBlade.
Tough.
like,
Remember that Dove commercial?
Yeah. Leon is literally like, lose some weight, bitch.
Look, I don't like
Bro,
fat
what
people,
is
male
this?
or female. This isn't just a woman thing. Like if you're fat, lose some fucking weight. Like the 2%
No,
of you
I
that
have
have
to-
a medical reason,
forever.
go for it.
I-
But if you're fat and you're trying to pretend
Yeah.
that it's okay or it's totally normal, no,
Yeah.
fucking just have a heart attack and die and get off this planet. This is for
No, no, no.
Damn. Okay, that's a man.
Whoa,
This
hold on,
bro
whoa,
went
whoa, whoa, whoa.
extreme.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
I need you to take my box and move
Hold
it
up.
to the top.
Wait a minute. Something right.
I need you to take my square. Thank you.
Yeah.
I need some separation. I ain't
What?
trying to get canceled, nigga.
Move
Put me
me out
here.
of the way.
Take Ryan. Put me.
Separate but equal, folks. Even black men want that. Come on.
Bad Leon. Stay in your
This
corner.
makes the most sense.
I
Ryan
rail
on
about-
top of Leon.
I go off on fat people all the time. Why do you act
That's
like
true.
I do too, but
That's
I ain't
true.
never wished them to die. What the
Yeah, no kidding.
Why did you put me under him?
acknowledging the reality that's going to happen sooner for them than the rest of us
Oh,
normal people.
God.
Yes,
Hey,
they're in a Zepic commercial.
No,
Like,
you know-
yeah,
you know
they're
what's- you know
that's
what's
what
funny,
they are. But
Leon?
I mean,
You know what I get tired of so much? The women in my community always say. The women in my community always say stupid shit like, "Oh, nobody talks about us as bad as black men do." I'm like, y'all must ain't never heard white men fucking talk. Prime example, that nigga wish death on y'all fat asses. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing else.
Ooh, wait, let's see
One
it.
more.
It's gotta be
Come on,
one
live.
more.
We're gonna
Gotta be
see this.
somebody out there who's not talking
Somebody,
to somebody. Anybody.
Radical Geek says it right here. You don't see many old fat people. Radical Geek is exactly correct.
Oh, I just remembered something.
Yeah, like
Apparently,
Donald Trump and Santa Claus, and that's it.
apparently, racism reduces the life expectancy of black men by 10 years compared to white men.
Yeah, baby. Let's
Live
go.
on the stream. Nice, man. That is sick. Awesome.
Oh man.
can
I'm gonna be all in
can
my
I just
feelings
say
now.
something?
Troll him, unsub.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen.
I was expecting
knew it.
that.
No,
They did it to Mr. Beast. They did it to me. So fuck.
yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's still a win. It's still a win.
Have you guys not seen this where you see like heavy set women and they're who do they date? 5 foot 830-pound men. That's who you normally see big women with.
Well,
So,
yeah, they need someone strong enough to hold them because
yeah.
goddamn, no one
So
else. will.
Leon, you're just
You're gonna
I'm not
get
even
a
over that team. Fuck that team.
bro. Hey, look, it's fucked up because like literally when I started working out, I literally was all the fat chicks. I'm like, no.
Dude, no. If you
I'm
dude,
sorry.
if you give me a choice between fucking abstinence and fatties, I guess we'll take a new term, voluntarily celibate.
Oh, really?
I ain't fucking-
Oh, really? So, okay. So a fat chick or a tranny? Go ahead.
Okay,
That's tough.
he's
that is
gonna
not
think about it.
He's
Blair White.
Fucked either way.
Blair White or Lizzo.
God
Like,
damn, that's
again, can I just choose not to fuck either lady?
No.
Gun to my head.
No.
Gun to my head. Fuck one of them.
No.
I'm fucking Blair White.
Blair White.
There,
or
he said
Lizzo.
it.
Fucking Blair White.
You said Blair
Okay.
White.
Gun to my head. Yeah, I'm fucking Blair White over Lizzo.
Gay.
There you go.
Gay.
I'm secretly with you though. I'm just playing.
So much. See what I mean? We get a woman on the
At
panel.
least,
we go
at
straight to
least
gay
with
shit.
Blair White, I can lie and say I was tricked.
I'd rather go out with
Yeah.
a fat black woman than a tranny demon.
Jesus.
Fucking Zach says white shoes, Leon.
Hey, Atreus, you got the soundboard I gave you of him saying tranny demon? Please play that shit right now.
I don't think it'll play. It's gonna play through my computer. It's not gonna play.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man. Oh wait, I can send Hypno, man. He needs to send.
Wait, Ryan, hold on. So now that I hit 30K, do I get a new video?
Oh no.
Yes, you will. Rising star who made
yeah.
it. We make those
Nice.
videos for creators who have peaked those. So
That's okay.
yeah.
I'm all right with that. Make it happen.
Okay. By the
Thank
way,
you, chat, though. That's awesome. It's awesome.
Gooch just fucking disappeared. Maybe he wants to play with his Gooch.
He ran away. He'll be back.
Yo.
we shared this
God
away.
damn.
Yo.
Come on, bro.
Good.
He said, "Come on."
The two colored panel members are fucked off. Yeah.
He was white. What does that have to do with
He's
anything?
Persian, you fucking twat.
I am not.
Change your lights.
Shut
Change
the
your
fuck
lights.
up. I'm not.
You look like a fucking Arab Persian. Change your
Oh
lights.
my
Prove
God.
I
your
needed an
lights.
actual pause on that one. I needed an actual pause.
Like,
All right, let's switch
Holy
over. Hold on, we got a lot of super chats to catch
Oh,
up
man.
on, and then we're going to switch over to Disney's losing over 1 million subscribers. It's gonna be fun. Dave Nunn for 199 says, Ryan, where's your damn stapler? There it is. Nice job.
It's still not.
T-Gap
also
T
white.
for
Prop
11
ready,
months.
knowing that joke would come.
T-Gap, you're one month away from Super Saiyan 3. Nice. Ryan looks like he escaped from the set of the remake of Revenge of the Nerds. Nice. Good stuff.
Hey, Hypno, I did send you a little voiceover of like when Ryan said the word tranny demons. I actually was able to get that thing enhanced. It's the same one I gave Atreus. I think you'll like it. It's amazing.
I'll check it out. Let me just catch up here.
barbarian.
MSK Content Entertainment for 2 says, y'all think Vegeta did doggy style to Bulma?
No, I think he probably did monkey style.
I don't think about things like that, buddy. Sorry. I'm not thinking
you
about Vegeta slanging meat.
I was gonna say, but you thought about Velma though. It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Hobby Yogi for 2. If Luffy was a homeless crackhead, he'd look like. Damn.
Damn. Isn't he?
$2 well spent, buddy. $2 well spent. I'll give you
Yo,
that.
I know you ain't got no fucking bra on. What is going on?
No, that's like the scar Luffy has. Yeah, in the anime, he's cosplaying as him, so he did the scar. Yeah. It's the anime.
The super chat roast tonight are amazing. Keep them coming. We should make that into a thing. I Cthulhu for 5 says, F you, Ryan, 1,000 plus genius games release each year. Corpo games don't represent the industry. Best games ever made were all indies: Fallout, Doom, Bioshock, etc.
Those
But
three
then they got
games
taken
have-
over.
Yes, exactly, Dragon. Those 3 games have one thing in common: the establishment ate them up. Anything that goes viral, eventually the establishment take it and corrupt it. Thankfully, there is an archive of thousands, if not tens of thousands, of games across multiple generations. # physical media forever. And hopefully we can make gaming great again by destroying digital media. And what do I have written down here?
Wait till we get into the conversation about Funimation.
Yes, that
good.
too.
What they're doing with Funimation is wild, but we knew that was going to happen. So, but we'll get into that eventually. Sleeping Nova for 5 says, do you think that another video game crash is going to happen? Hard reset the gaming industry. Down with BlackRock.
Yes, I've actually been saying this for a while. Like the video game crash, the 80s, it's due for another crash, and I think we're seeing it in real time. I think the crash is already happening. Because it's happening right now, we haven't called it that. But 10 years from now, we're going to look back on 2018 through about 2025 and realize that was the video game industry crash. Yes.
Everything's a gradual collapse now. Things just don't blow up anymore and then fall directly down. They slowly but surely
Muslims
collapse.
still do.
Oh,
Muslims still do.
Oh, yes. I know. Don't mention tiny hats and dancing. People get triggered for some reason. But in all seriousness, this collapse is very gradual, unlike in the past, like with the game crash. I think it was either 83 or 84. It just...
Dave Nunn for $4.99. And yet none of these people complained about Alice in Borderland when the trans character is played by a Japanese model.
Yeah, because nobody was saying that is the essential part about the game back then.
Nice.
Well, to be fair, most normal people also didn't complain when Kobe in One Piece was played by a trans actor either. Want why? Because they didn't shove it in your face or change the story. So, again, that just goes to make the point that people don't give a shit as long as you aren't using it to preach a dumbass message.
Exactly.
Well, so I have a question about that really quick while we're on that top. Let me finish these last 2, and then I have a question. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for 5. Do the people complaining about unrealistic body type in video games not realize it's also unrealistic to shoot fireballs from one's fingertips? Yeah, well, they're not really worried about the fireballs. They're more worried about trying to see themselves in every fucking thing because they're narcissistic assholes. So
well, it's also It's not
No,
unrealistic,
actually
but that's
shoot-
still sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go
my
ahead.
bad.
Oh, Renee, go ahead.
No, I was just going to point out it's also not unrealistic because there are real women that look like that. The StellerBlade model, there was actually a real woman that was captured. She was like 3D scan, and they posted that as sort of a gotcha, I assume.
Mm-mm.
So real women do look like that. You just don't want to put in the effort to look like that.
Well, that's exactly what it is, because you'll have people raging online talking about this is not realistic, this is not what women look like, and then they say, okay, well, here's this real life woman who we actually based one for one precisely the character's body. This is a real woman. Are you saying she's not real? And they're gonna be like, well, it's just unrealistic, and then they just come up with any excuse after that.
Yellow power.
Did you guys read that StellerBlade just the character's ass has more polygons than the entirety of Ocarina of Time? That is
that's actually an
amazing.
interesting fact.
Oh, praise
They'll
technology.
explain the thickness.
Thanks.
Daxnar for 2 says, can Ryan's new nickname be the heinous anus?
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Yes, okay. Urine.
Yes, it can.
Gooch is immediately on board with this.
Yes.
The revenge of the Gooch.
It seems, Gooch, now that you're done playing with your Gooch, that the only super chat that you enjoy comes from a guy whose profile picture is a literal D.
Ryan.
So Gooch likes being pleasured by a
Ryan,
literal chat D. At least my camera lighting shows me as white, you Persian bastard.
He is white too. What do you mean?
Yeah,
White people
it's a
can be
Persian name.
tan, right? We don't all live in the UK where
When
we
did
never get
this
to
Persian thing started?
Can't
Anyway.
be
That would
tan
mean-
if he's Canadian.
That would mean
Well, that's
Coach
why
is
he's
Greek
Persian in the
because he's
intro.
too tan.
Right. Well, he's a Persian Canadian
got a big
Sicilian.
nose.
I think that's perfectly fine.
Globalism.
My question I
Yeah.
had for Leon. So you said that nobody really mentioned or cared about who played Kobe in One Piece. I think it's partially because they didn't, like you said, they didn't advertise it. But didn't that happen during the strikes where they couldn't actually advertise it?
I mean,
Do you
that's
think if
true.
the
They-
strikes weren't no? Well, so my question is, do you think if the strikes weren't around, would they have utilized the whole, first trans to play XYZ like they normally do, or do you think they would have shut up?
Yes, of course. No,
I've got
no
mixed
reason.
thoughts on this. Part of me wants to just wants to assume the worst. Say it's Netflix. Yeah, obviously they would have. But by the same token, when we look at the things that have come out since One Piece, like let's use Avatar for example. Netflix hasn't actually preached anything woke about Avatar. A bunch of media outlets have, Variety has, the actors and whatnot, but Netflix hasn't. So the actor might have, but I think Netflix themselves have finally wised up to stop talking about that shit. But that doesn't mean that news outlets and their actors and whatnot aren't going to. So
Yeah.
I don't think Netflix particularly gives a fuck. I think they just got
They don't.
They understand they're kicking everybody's ass in the streaming business.
That's
So
all.
they're just like, listen, who got a show they want to put out? We'll
Guys,
put it out.
I can assure you because I know for a fact that Netflix, amongst Disney, amongst Amazon, is sending out to the whole wide world tables, data, contract pre-assignments in terms of when they're reaching out to any production that is, cross-border. Let's say they want to produce a movie in Italy, in Germany, wherever they want to produce a movie. They're sending out all these data, folders where they make sure that they want people that are disabled, people that are representing minorities, that they want people from backgrounds that are transsexual, whatever. They are actively looking out for these people. So sometimes later, they're not advertising it, but they are constantly making an active, like they're really sending out this to the agencies. In Italy, what they're receiving this material, like, well, what should we do with this? Yeah, you have to look out for these people. Otherwise, we're not going to cast the movies with your agency. So they're basically blackmailing them and getting into the agenda, even if they don't necessarily believe so. Otherwise, they won't book actors by their agency. So it's absolutely crazy. Maybe they're not addressing it afterwards and making a big deal out of it, but they are manipulating or like subconstructing the industry according to their political views.
Yeah, but also I think it's because, at least as a business coach, you're right. It does have something to do with like there is people that are obsessed with the pushing agendas. But I honestly think the second reason, and I think it's the main one, is simply put, they want to keep their ESG scores higher because if the higher their ESG score is, the more investors they will get, and that means more money coming in to fund their machine, which is what businesses at the end of the day care about. what is the potential revenue stream we can make, and how is that going to look in a quarterly earnings, so we can keep our investors assured that they should stay with us.
That's a lot, but that's a lie though, because you're having investors buy stocks and build up stocks, and then they're going to turn around and borrow those stocks and sell them short. And then you're gonna see that company collapse. Yeah,
that's just how it is, though. Unfortunately, like if an investment in general, when you make an investment, there is a risk that you could lose it all. But it is a gamble. If it succeeds, great. If it doesn't, well, hope you have something else to fall back on to return back to your feet. Because if not, you just got screwed. That's just how it works in investment, bro. I wish it was different, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
These investors, they simply use the ESG scores because it benefits. It's sort of like a easier way for them to be like, oh, okay, it's a little bit safer because this company's been around for a long time. But again, doesn't guarantee.
There's a difference here. There's a difference here because they're knowing that these companies are failing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They're trying to predict the market where they're going to see a crash and they're going to sell before it happens.
Exactly.
Where you investing in something that goes up like Netflix. I think the stock prices are over 400. I think 431.
Yeah, they're going to try to short sell it. You are right. That's what they're doing, bro. We talked about this last week with with Vanguard and Sega. They're going to try to short stock sell as many companies that they can. Like they're targeting the ones that are obsessed with ESG scores that they know people are mad about because they want to reduce the value as much as possible, so that when they can buy a ton of stock, and then once they decide take control of those companies that way, and then all of a sudden the companies come back up in value, and the people that bought these tons of stocks, now they're worth 10 times what they originally were, and the company's back again as a success. There's no more of the political shit involved, but that takes years. I don't know if that's the strategy, but
of course it is. They know exactly
that the strategy to take
Fed
over.
The Fed is gonna cut the rate. I mean, this is not really associated to this topic, but in a way it is, because Disney, all these players, they are intrinsically connected with the government and with finance of the United States. They know exactly when the Fed is going to cut rate hikes by May, probably the recession is going to settle in by November, but people are still in the election year, right? So they're going to dump money cheap on us, credits, everything. So everybody is in a hype, right? In a hype mood and elects. And then by next year, we're going to have recession. By then they have sold everything. They will buy it cheap when the market is down. And so this is how they make money. We're not necessary for them anymore in a way. Actually, it's even better if the theater, if everything is empty, they have to pay less costs, and it's for them, it's great. So they are playing the stock game, and with us, they're playing the political game. They stopped playing the entertainment game a long time ago.
Fair enough. Really quick, Subtle Deviancy for 5. We summoned him. He's here. It says, I dream of Renie. Dragon Slayer summoned me. Jay's gooch has more hair than Ryan's forehead. Atreus is a better pimp than Andrew Tate. Pimp hands down.
Yeah, that's good.
This is why we needed Subtle Deviancy's super chats.
Because thank you, Subtle, for answering my summons.
This is from last week. This is your reward. We started this last week on this. This is Saturday night, and then Hypnosis is gonna be here.
Ooh, it's so dreamy. I like it.
Thank you.
Amazing artist.
It's still
watercolor. What
no,
do you
these are Copics.
Copics.
That's
my life.
What the world would have looked like if Coach's people had won the last war.
Panther 111 dropping a bomb, gifting 5 Hypnotic memberships, man. Thank you, Panther. I appreciate you. All right, guys, let's talk about this since we were talking about investors and all this other shit.
Oh, yeah.
So Disney is the ESG company at this point, right? Like everybody who thinks of ESG, they probably think of Disney. And there's so much going on with Disney right now. You got the lawsuit with Gina Carano, which is huge, right? And the Elon Musk. You also have the fact that after they raised, how many times did Disney Plus go up in price last year?
Twice.
I don't know. I canceled mine 2 months ago.
I think it was twice. Okay,
twice,
so they went up. They went up in price twice. Okay, and even after going up in price twice, they lost 1.3 million subscribers after their recent earnings call. Now, the thing a lot of people are forgetting is that they have obviously way more subscribers than what they lost. So in terms of dollar amount, they're actually up. Even though they lost 1.3 million subs, they're up in the dollar amount. But the biggest problem, though, is that investors care about the growth of the actual service, not necessarily just about the dollar amount. They want to know that people are coming in, staying in, watching, subscribing, etc. So even though the dollar amount has gone up and they are making more money than they were before this 1.3, they still are in a little bit of a bad situation, because losing over 1 million subscribers in just one quarter, after you lost 11 million or something like that in the previous quarter because you lost the contracts with India or whatever the fuck it was, it's bad. It's not a good look overall.
Not only that, they lost it because these countries publicly declared that they're not okay with how they're running their company and how the entertainment is going out. It's like bad critique. It's not just, they publicly declare, we're not okay. We're not on your side with this. And so they left, the subscription. And that's even better. That's even worse because it hits the reputation.
Right. They're all trying to sneak in a little bit more money. All these streaming services are slowly but surely raising their prices, because all you got to do is raise it. Even if you raise it $1, that's still $1 times however hundreds of millions of subscribers you have. It's a lot of money, So now you raise it $3 times that by how much does Disney have through all their streaming services? Isn't it over 100 million or something like that? Subscribers
Possibly
through all their
Probably.
services,
You
not
got
just Disney Plus.
ESPN and Hulu into that as well. Like
I think it's well over 100 million. Still, $3 is a big deal. That'll get you a lot of money in return. So yeah, you can afford to lose technically a million.
And they punish you, by the way, because I don't know how many people know about this. Disney punishes you for only using one of their like. If I was to get Disney Plus and ESPN, my along with the Hulu that I already have, my price would actually be lower. My price for Hulu went up when I canceled Disney Plus by like $2 or $3. They penalize you for only using one of their services.
I think what's going to happen is eventually we're going to hit a point where there's just way too many streaming services, and there's going to be, a couple big ones, and the rest are going to slowly but surely go away, because I know like it's just a little too spread thin. Like everybody and their mother was trying to do one when everything was shut down and people were stuck in their houses and whatnot. But now that that's not the case anymore, you're starting to realize that there really isn't just enough money to go around. You're starting to see certain streaming services really start to falter and other ones gain. I think Netflix Netflix has always been playing the long game, in my opinion, as much as I don't like them. I think they will be the ones to end up sticking it out. I just don't know who else is going to be alongside them when everything is, when the dust settles. But I do find it interesting that all of this came out, right, literally before the earnings call. So the lawsuit was announced right before the earnings call. I don't know if it was a day before or whatever. I found that to be interesting and very convenient. And then now with the whole 1.3 million lost subscribers, it's just not looking good, and they tried to make the narrative is, oh no, we're doing fine. We're fine. We're going to be profitable by XYZ time. Well, guess what? Netflix has been saying they're going to be profitable for fucking years, and they're still not profitable. Even after all the subscribers they have and all the original content they have, it doesn't matter. They're still not profitable. So I don't see how any investor could look at Disney and say, yeah, this is going to be a profitable streaming service.
Well,
they don't offer nowhere near as much as Netflix.
Especially when they keep buying IPs and they don't know how to manage any of the ones that they have. It's the mismanagement that's more significant than anything. You have Star Wars, it's garbage. You have Marvel, garbage. You have the animation field, garbage. Pixar, garbage. It's all dying. And now they're going out. They're
all of Fox.
They're trying to get Taylor Swift with her concert tour. They're trying to get that on board. They're buying what is it? The ABC show that they have it on, that hospital show. They're trying to pump that out now. They keep buying stuff, and they mismanagement. That's what the board of directors are looking at. Is what the hell are you doing with all these products?
And don't forget, they just announced a $1.5 billion investment into Epic Games. So now Disney's getting back into gaming after their first foray into it a few years ago. It was an abject failure. I mean,
Disney
I'm actually
partnering with Epic
surprised
Games
Disney has the money to throw around to invest that much into Epic Games.
Oh, dude, they have money coming in from so many different sources. Like, people focus too much on the entertainment aspect. They don't realize how much money Disney's pulling in from not only their parks, which granted the parks are going down. Like, they're not making as much money as they were, but it's still obscene how much they're making. And not only that, Disney company as a whole has so much fucking real estate investment. It's retarded. Like, they have an insane amount of money coming in.
Steel mills and shit. Like so many people are like don't even realize that like, hey, I work for Saul's Metal Company, which is actually a subsidiary that's owned by Disney. So like people making the hoods of Toyotas are actually Disney employees, and they don't fucking realize it.
That's also before like Disney wasn't being taxed in Florida. They had free reign in Florida. Now they're being taxed as
Finally.
of this year. A lot of the lawsuits are coming out. They're under the gun, especially with the fudging of numbers, the fudging of seats in Florida. You got like I said, the Gina Carano lawsuits coming. They have I think they have like over 100 lawsuits all swinging, and you're going to see more. So like, I mean, it's Disney, like, yeah, they're making this money, but it's not a good look. And when you're at the board of directors and you're sitting there and you're not making the same money as you were before, you're shelling out more than you did in the past, you're going to start like, that's why Bob Iger is shitting his pants saying anything to try to tell the public, like, we need to get back to our roots and everything. He's lying through his teeth.
Of course.
He's not. Yeah, he is lying. Obviously, he's just saying it mostly to assure investors there's nothing will happen. But obviously, what he's doing right now is he's looking to see how much of the shit he can get fixed, even though it probably won't be able to fix the whole mess, considering how bad it's getting. So his objective is going to be, we're going to try to find some other place that we can just acquire, like we did with Pixar. Okay, and like you said, get back into gaming. Just acquire more subsidiaries if possible, or invest heavily into other industries that will assure that Disney will survive. And I do want to show this. If you can share my screen real quick, Hypno.
This
is actually
Disney plus Fortnite. I mean, literally the worst of entertainment.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to say before, and I'll show you your screen later. It's not shocking that Disney's partnering with Epic Games, because what other company loves to throw their money around to acquire shit that it's Epic Games. Like they throw their money around like crazy because they're trying to play the long game against Steam in the hopes that by giving enough free shit away and keeping people around long enough, they'll be able to eventually overtake Steam, or at least stay.
They won't. Steam is
they won't.
Steam
as long as I know that, but I'm just saying
it'll be a nice competitor though.
They're definitely playing the long game. What the fuck is this?
So this is a diagram from a website called Statista. Basically, is a statistics website. This is talking about the number of Disney Plus subscribers worldwide of this first quarter. Now it goes from the first quarter all the way to the fourth quarter in the last 4 years. This is the oldest. This is current. So this current quarter, they are right now at 149.6 million subs. It went down from 150.2 million subs. So the news article may have overextended a little bit, but it's still quite a significant amount to lose in a single quarter, mind you. Now, they did put some supplementary notes to let us know that it includes basically subscribers to bundles that offer, Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, because let's not forget, they're always trying to get the football fans in here and the NBA fans. They're trying to give them all these packages so they can watch their favorite broadcast of their games.
You don't like the Lion King? Well, how about the Lakers?
Exactly. And buy your bundle in $99.99.
Didn't they give away Disney Plus subscriptions for like 3 months or something like that? Yes. Or it was really cheap for 3 months.
And then they offer it in bundles now, along with Hulu bundles and everything. They have ESPN. I think they have like a contract with ESPN as well.
What's interesting is that Hulu gained 1.2 million subscribers in the same time that Disney lost 1.3, which is interesting. But go ahead, Atreus, what are you gonna say?
No, I was just saying Disney owns ESPN, so there's no contract.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Alex Moore also says something very interesting. He says Verizon still includes Disney Plus. So, like, how many Verizon people? I wonder how much of that's included. Obviously, it's not. It's not going to be the bulk or anything like that. But it's still interesting to note that how many people have Disney Plus. But it's just because, like, the reason I have Amazon Prime is because it's part of my phone plan. I would not pay for Amazon Prime if it weren't for that, but my phone plan includes it. So
a lot of the companies bundle it purposefully to make their numbers look higher than they actually are.
I mean, they do that.
Every service does that.
Seeing that graph from late 2020 until late 2022, it was all up. From early 2023 until today, it's been stagnating with a slight decline, and I'm sure that will continue for another year, and then hopefully in the mid-2020s and beyond, it will completely collapse. It's had its time to shine. Let it fade away. hashtag physical media forever, hashtag death dive of what did I say? Yes. Hashtag diversity Disney diving death dive.
Did you
'cause
write
I'm
down your
American now.
hashtag?
Yes.
You wrote that.
You
By the way,
seriously
Itachi
wrote this down?
Uchiha says, I want to see Rini on the Mavs roster. Mark Cuban's a big fan of DEI.
Oh,
Come on, no,
That's not his. That's not his real name. By the way.
Hey, don't make it
Rini,
worse.
Rini, I got a question. Can you dunk?
yes. No.
Oh shit!
Can you say
If you had
Coke?
said yes, Trace would have said dunk on me, but that's
Can I
different.
say what?
Coke.
Is this a
Like-
trap?
Probably
Yes.
Everything Ryan
I
says is
don't
a
do
trap.
I don't know anything to do with sports. I'm an artist. I will abstain from this entire discussion.
What
Alright,
every woman says to Ryan, is this a trap? That's like, you heard it, like you heard.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Look, I
don't
saw
know either.
I saw a woman that looked just like Renee. I'm going to call you that because it's easier for me to say. I saw a woman who looks just like Renee saying Coke, but instead of saying Coke, she was saying cock.
Oh,
that might be
that's
because
a
he
girl.
has a
Same
strong
accent.
accent.
Well,
Let's-
I'm
oh, man.
putting on my fake American accent now. So, I'm tricking
Well,
everybody.
well, Taiwan is
Oh.
practically American China, so
I want to switch
Oh,
over
no!
to this
Oh,
to
dear.
this subject because Rini can get involved on this one. So this is huge, man. I know Leon's gonna chime in on this too. So Funimation is apparently shutting down. Okay, and they're taking their entire digital library with them. So everybody that has ever paid for anything on Funimation, you have now lost all of it.
What?
Everything.
Oh,
All of
fuck
it is
digital
gone.
media. Fuck
You will
digital
own
media.
nothing and
We
be
had a
happy.
big
That's what you
discussion with
fuckers
Lofty
get.
Pixels literally a few weeks ago talking about this exact scenario.
going
Yeah,
after Lofty.
And I remember Lofty said, the chances of that happening is, very small, whatever.
Hey,
That's
Yeah,
what
it's
you
And I
fuckers
love you. I
get.
love you, but I told you so, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
They're
What's
getting no
right with
refunds.
this, Lofty? What's right with this?
There's no
Yeah.
refunds, no nothing. Everything that you
Shit.
own on Funimation is gone.
Own.
It will be gone. And this
Oh
is
yeah.
getting back to the conversation we had a couple weeks ago on stream when
Mhm.
we were talking about physical media, comic books, manga, games,
You
all that
don't
stuff.
own anything, and
And
you're
how
happy.
it's huge,
Yes.
to still provide that physical aspect,
Of course.
because if you give these companies too much power, if you give them
They will
too much
abuse it.
control over this stuff, and I know some people are like, oh, it has nothing to do with control, it's just convenience. Well, there's nothing fucking convenient about losing your entire library if you were buying stuff on Funimation. And that's what a
Real
lot of
quick,
people
I do
are
wanna add
experiencing
some
right now.
I want to make
context.
sure that I
Yeah.
want to make sure we explain
But
this
yeah.
properly. Because Cryptic Beat
Yeah.
says they actually moved some of it to Crunchyroll. So
I can
anything
confirm this.
streaming
They
was
did.
moved to Crunchyroll. However, all digital purchases there's no license for digital ownership on Crunchyroll. So anything
Yeah.
that you purchased to quote unquote own has not been moved to Crunchyroll, and as it currently stands, does not have future plans to be moved to Crunchyroll. So
Wait,
no,
you're
if you
telling me
purchased season 6 of Dragon Ball Z through Funimation
Right.
to watch anytime you want via streaming because you own it, it is now gone. Well, it's not gone, but it will be gone April 1st or 4th or whatever.
Right. Whatever's available through the streaming service itself is migrating, but whatever you actually purchase to own on the service, that's what's going away.
That's
Oh
so
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up. That's so.
So like all
fucked
these special editions,
I did
I
not
think that
have.
Funimation
I
had
did not
special
have
editions.
Funimation. I did not have Funimation falling apart before BET on my bingo card.
Physical media, everybody. Physical media.
Hey,
Gotta
BET
own
has a
digital.
built-in audience, Atreus. 13 million of them.
Why do you know that number? Oh, it's just a
Oh,
little
no,
strange.
13% of them. Sorry, not 13.
Got it.
No, it's a little
So I
specific.
mean, what do you guys think about this? Like, Rini, especially too. I mean, you're making comic books. Obviously, you're doing the physical media thing. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, I don't subscribe to Funimation, so I hadn't really followed their downfall and however this happened. But I absolutely do
Smart
believe
woman.
in the own your own media train. And I understand that having digital media is convenient, but what I don't like is this whole idea that, and it's across the board. It's not just with media and how you subscribe to Disney and they can edit the media at any time. They can change history essentially. And you don't actually own the VHSs and DVDs, and so that's, you can own it digitally, but it should be yours, not subscription based.
Yes.
And they're doing the same thing with programs. Like right now, Photoshop is subscription only, and it's just silly. You don't actually own the program. So
And they want to do
it's
this
across
with
the board.
cars in the future too. You don't own the car; it's just in a subscription-based model. And at a certain point, the computer doesn't
Right.
recognize the subscription anymore.
Well,
and
it's
you
just
can-
silly. Yeah,
Also,
I
and
think
the
it's
funny-
giving them too much power. They can just change what you own, and or they can take away your ownership, or they could turn off your car, or they can change this movie that you already paid for, but edit it because suddenly sensitivity watchers don't like it. And I don't understand why people are so comfortable with giving these corporations that much power.
Right.
Well, and the interesting thing about all this too is that so they're shutting down Funimation, right? And then in the same time, Crunchyroll announced that they're upping the charge of their subscription service at the
But
same
but
time.
how much?
What?
Let's see if that chat knows, because it's not like Netflix or Disney Plus. A couple $2 or $3. How much are they upping it by?
They're gonna up it by quite a bit, I would imagine, because now
Well,
they realize they're
$50.
gonna have.
It is going from $49.99 to $99.99. They are
Wait,
straight up
what?
doubling it to $100 a year.
That's
Oh my
wild.
God.
What service?
Yup.
That's
Really?
wild.
Yup.
Because they realize that they have not a monopoly, but they essentially have like
No,
much
it's
more
a monopoly.
control,
Who
much
does
more
Crunchyroll
control
have
over
as
the
a
market
competitor?
now. Yeah, they lost, bro. That's crazy. Fucking.
I
Yup.
hope Crunchyroll dies.
This, if I recall correctly, it's starting January 1st, 2025. Crunchyroll yearly membership will be $99 instead of $49.99. Which the people will say, oh, well, it's because they're getting all of Funimation's library. They've migrated over the vast majority of the library since the
They already
purchase in
did, yeah.
2022. There's nothing new being added. I mean, yeah, the new stuff that will come out yearly will of course be added, but there's nothing that the Funimation purchase that has been moved to Crunchyroll that's gonna like, oh, well, this is the reason we're doing it. That stuff's already been there for the last 2 years.
Yeah, they're just taking advantage of a shift in the market, right? So they
Yup.
know like Funimation is going away, so there's a lot of their competition. Let's just fucking double down while we can now and double the price, and people will pay for it.
If you guys want to support Crunchyroll in the future, I got a name for you. You're a collection of Crunchyroll cunts. I know Americans don't like that term, but you're Crunchyroll cunts if you get on board with this collection train. I hate Monopoly.
And then now Crunchyroll is going to obviously sell a lot of the shit that people already bought on Funimation. So you're gonna lose all your
subtle
stuff.
deviancy. My body, my choice. Just
What?
throwing that out there. Just telling subtle deviancy. My body, my choice.
Oh.
My media, my choice. Hashtag physical media forever.
Absolutely.
Fuck
Subtle
digital
Demon,
media.
by the way, gifted 2 Hypnotic membership. Shout out to Subtle. I appreciate that.
Oh,
And also said for $5, support Atlas of Sidonia and
No.
Fiendish, like the government supports Atreus, a homemade raft supported Dragon Slayer, and hormones support Leon's transition. Nice.
Oh my. Well, I agree with the support Fiendish part. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the only part.
Rainey's gonna try to separate herself from this stream as much as possible after
Yes,
she's done with it.
like,
Like,
you
I
know,
was
oh,
not
No,
on
no,
there.
no. No,
Totally
you're
not
fine.
on there. Slayer
Good luck
96
with that.
says
Good
$1.
luck with that.
Oh, I'm raging.
Slayer 96 for $1.50 Canadian, which is what, like 2 cents, says nothing.
not
love it.
only did you insult the man's donation, you just said nothing.
No,
You
he said
get
absolutely nothing.
You
But
lose.
Hashtag I'll take
Good
over
day,
the
sir.
the
I'm
comments.
just fuck with you,
Hashtag
Slayer. I appreciate it.
physical media forever.
I appreciate anything and everything.
Love you,
Garfield's
other
Bizarre
Slayer.
Adventure for 5 says a wise man once said, comic books are like breasts. They are nice to look at from a computer, but it feels better to hold them in your hands.
Dun,
I wanna know who
dun,
that wise
dun,
man was.
You guys know who said that? That's an actual quote. Do you know who said that?
Who said that?
Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smart
that sounds
man.
about
Yeah.
right. I think he would
Legend.
say, yeah.
I did not actually know that.
Leon,
Oh,
you
no,
just
they-
keep pulling shit out your ass, man.
No, that's a real Stan Lee quote.
No, that's a Stan Lee.
Someone asked him about whether
Like,
every
uh,
stream-
every stream, this dude be like, man, you know, the great philosopher, whoever among us said X, Y, shut up!
it was Rene Descartes And I don't expect you
The
to
man knows
in Atlanta, Georgia, to know who Renee Descartes is.
Oh, she just gave it.
Oh my god, I haven't seen those in forever.
Oh,
That's what happens when you can't afford
Physical
DVDs.
media.
VHS vision
rock
right
and roll.
there.
I
Hayden,
can be
do you
like
have any
Hypno. Oh, go on then.
No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. So
I
can
was
make fun
going
of
to say I'm going to be like Hypno. I'm going to create a custom GIMP suit and then use this
Ryan, it's
as
about
my
time to leave
eyes.
the gym, man.
you can
You're gonna
never.
create. You already have a GIMP
never
suit.
be as
What are you
cool.
trying to do?
Dude,
It
that
is
tank,
75.
Ryan, that tank is older than you.
'Cause
Okay.
I have a 2023 Toyota and it came with remote start and a ton of features, but I have to set up it on an app on my phone to be able to use any of it, as well as pay a monthly subscription. I'm selling the thing and going older soon. Fair
Don't
enough.
sell it,
That
burn
kind
it.
of so scares me, dude. Because I think I don't know. As much as I love technology,
It's like
the fact that
Demolition
so
Man.
much- it's all so connected and controlled, and it actually terrifies me that we'll be so connected. Someone can hack your car and just crash it for you or something like it. This stuff is stuff.
Well, you heard what
Rennie,
BMW
it's
did, right?
it's Demolition Man. Remember the movie Demolition Man, where he said, break now, you Mickey Mouse piece of shit, because it wouldn't obey him? Yeah.
He won't. He won't protect you.
Did you hear what BMW did? They so let's say let's say you bought a car with heated seats, right? You actually can't use the heated seats unless you pay for the subscription to use the heated seats.
Oh, fuck.
What?
You're dying of cold? Too
Yeah.
bad, motherfucker.
So
Pay
like
$29.99.
the car will have features in it, but they're locked behind a paywall.
Great.
Essentially, like heated
Whole
steering wheel,
EA
and all
all
that
over
stuff.
again.
Fucking
You know what they're
wild,
doing?
man.
You know what's
This is
happening is
terrifying.
they're not building electric cars as much anymore. Like I think it's Ford or
Yeah.
GMC, one of the two.
Right.
They're
It's
refusing.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
Down goes Solo for 5 says I'd never do that to you. Back wreck the cruel beginning and own it forever.
Yes, back it. Dango Solo is cool, and I'm doing a cover for Wrecked.
There you go. Hayden 75 for another 10 says I should also say I don't pay for any of those services. I can start my truck on my own. Thank you. Well, I would hope
Oh, yeah.
you'd be able to start the truck on your own, but I have faith.
But
in
you did buy
Hayden.
the car though. Just
It's because Hayden got it like that, man. Don't hate him for it.
Hayden,
Okay.
blow
I
up your
don't
own
know, but
car
yeah.
and buy an old banger.
At this point, Hayden, just buy Ryan a car. That old car that
Yeah.
you're gonna
Buy me a
just buy it for
smart
Ryan.
car. Buy me a smart car. Nice.
Don't
and
buy a
small.
smart car for someone
Buy a
who's not
smart
smart.
car.
Ryan,
That's
you're
like
probably
buying-
larger than a smart car.
I know it would be funny.
Oh,
Automatic.
funny when
I
that
can't
suspension's
drive
gonna
a
break on you.
manual.
Yeah.
Automatic.
I
Oh,
drive
the-
a manual,
oh,
and I love that
goodness.
motherfucker.
All right, I think I'm caught up. So, all right, let's go back. So, yeah, I think it's interesting, and the fact that they're doubling the subscription is ridiculous. Obviously, that's just nothing but taking advantage of people who are clearly going to be looking for their next subscription service to get whatever fix that they want, anime wise. I'm a big proponent, obviously, of physical media. You guys know that on the manga channel. I just recently actually subscribed to Shonen Jump only because when I'm on the move, I want to be able to read the manga, and it was like $3 or something like that. But there's no fucking way like that. That's all I would do. I refuse to do that. And there's value in physical media, and that's why like 2 weeks ago, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, when we were having that conversation, and there was so many different opinions, and it was nice to hear. Some of them I just didn't agree with because that is, like Rini said, just giving way too much power to these corporations, and they know they can get away with this. The only reason why they're doing this is because they know they can. There's going to be little to no backlash over it, guaranteed. All these Funimation people who spent thousands of dollars on that service are now going to switch over to Crunchyroll to spend the same thousands of dollars on the same shit that they bought before. It's going to be stupid. And honestly, people do it to themselves 9 times out of 10. And that's why they know they can do this.
But by the way, Hypno, I gotta say, because you brought up your manga channel, I swear almost influenced me today. While I was at the con, I saw an inbox sealed version of the full set of Pokemon Adventures manga for either the red blue or red green, and I almost bought it. I was like, oh, because of Hypno's short that he did last night or whenever it was about how great the Pokemon Adventures manga was. I was this close to buying it.
Bro, people were not believing me when I said that the Pokemon Adventures manga is not it's not a kid manga.
Yeah,
Like, it
I
actually
read
has
it
a lot of
years ago, and it was awesome. And I was like, man, I should take Hypno's
there's a
advice.
lot
and
of
buy
dark
it. And it
shit
was
in
like,
it, bro.
yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. Pokemon dying and everything. It's insane. Like half the gym leaders are straight up bad guys.
And then
it is
somebody-
a good manga. But
Somebody posted on my TikTok. They were like, show us death scenes then if that's the case. And I'm like, bet. And I showed them like fucking 4 death scenes. I got a video coming out tomorrow. 4 death scenes in the first book. Like you got Charmeleon slicing an Arbok in half, bro. You got Giovanni freezing Magmars and then exploding them into pieces. Like it's not.
Oh,
crazy
look
shit.
at that, Rini. That is the dream right there.
Oh, yeah.
Full hard
Since
back
we're
berserk.
showing off our manga collections, I don't have the newest two, but I'm working my way. I also have Vinland Saga right there. That's my Vinland Saga collection in the bookshelf. If you can see
Is
it.
that a backward
Over there.
book?
Did you get the new one, the one that's supposed to compete against the Berserk Deluxe that you're holding in your hands?
The Vinland Saga, like the hardcover ones.
The red one. No. There's a new one that's the size of that book in your hand, and it's
Really?
to compete. Yeah, it just came
For
out
Vinland
recently.
Saga?
I'm gonna get it. Yep.
That's
Yep.
a backwards book.
No, I don't have it. I must have it.
Yes, that's a hardback
Nice.
book, Ryan. It's
Why-
they're
why
amazing
the
to hold.
fuck does this
They're
woman have a
absolutely
backwards
beautiful.
book?
Look at this. Look at this.
Ooh,
No, it's
amazing.
oh, actually, I have to be careful so there aren't any boobs. I'm sorry.
Rini,
Look,
you
I
need to
wish
get
Rini-
Akira.
Hunty is letting you know that yours is thicker
Rini.
than mine. So
Nice. Really,
Of course,
look at this.
only
This is-
Hunty would say that. Yes.
This is what it is. I'm gonna pick this up soon.
Oh my god! I didn't know they had that. Are
It
the
just came
chapter
out with
breaks
this.
up? Holy
It's three.
shit.
It's three volumes in one. With the
I
other
have these.
hardcovers that you have, I have those too. Those are two
Yeah, I
volumes
have
in one.
these. Oh, so those are even okay. So those are even thicker, which is great.
This
Oh,
is
perfect.
very thick. Yes.
It's a
Well,
bit sexual right now.
Where's
Yes.
my money now?
They're all showing off their books, so now they're getting
Why-
horny as well.
Why are all these books backward? My books aren't backward. Why are all these books backward?
no, Ryan, but your way of thinking
They're
is
not
backwards, so it
backwards.
compensates.
They are backwards. This is
It's
true.
multicultural. It's not.
Fuck you.
No, I stand for
Learn how to be a human. X-ray
Really quick,
girl.
Vet Gamer Josephus for 10 says, I won't buy any electric car myself. Tech is already there through OnStar to shut down Chevrolets from orbit. Imagine they will be able to shut down any electric car when they want. Yeah, no, that's 100% true. And when you have an electric vehicle, you're basically limited to how far you can go. And I know there's a lot of these cars that are coming out with extended batteries. They can go over 300 miles. Until you get a car that can do 1,000 miles and charge in 10 minutes, like I don't really give a fuck. You know, I'd rather fill up in 1 minute, 2 minutes, and be about my road trip. You know, so but I get it. Electric cars are really big in the cities. Obviously, it's a lot more convenient. They are better performing in cities versus highways, at least right now, anyway. And there's a market for everybody.
The only thing that I appreciate about them in cities is that they make less noise. That is something, okay, if we have like engines that make no noise, you can really kind of sense that in a city that is kind of, packed with cars, that makes a difference. But otherwise, think about like driving a battery in 100 degrees, right, kind of heat somewhere in the desert, and this thing is blowing up under your ass. It's not a good idea to drive batteries
up under your ass.
Right. This is what batteries do.
My buddy Blaine, like shout out Blaine's Escape Corner, great channel, but he's got an electric car. To be fair, he's a car guy like through and through. Like there's two things he knows in and out, and that's cars and anime. But like he's done posted a lot of shorts explaining the inner workings of his EV, and like he sells it pretty well. Like I get the appeal, and like he uses it for long distance travel and everything. So I think there's a bit of a nuanced conversation around electric vehicles that I'm not smart enough to understand because I drive a fucking manual.
If you just look at the minerals that they need, and also there are some very precious metals inside of a battery that kind of operates a Tesla car.
Take some notes, Atreus.
We're talking
Precious
about
metals.
lithium, palladium, iridium, like very rare stuff, red sulfur, like stuff that really is. First of all, it's super, super hard to make. You need a lot of fucking water for that. And
yeah, but
also,
think of all the poor little African children were given jobs to mine that shit with their hands. Like
those 7-year-olds, yes, the emaciated
the
7-year-old.
Really quick, Subtle Demon C for 2. Insert Gooch meme here. Shout out to Subtle Demon C. He's dropping bombs today. And we got Empty Headed, who's a member for 2 months. Says, I see a rise in anime starting in April. Why April?
Horizon.
Because that's
Pirate.
when the Crunchyroll stuff officially takes over.
In anime pirating. Oh, I get it. He put
Got
the
it. Makes sense. Oh, I do 100%. A lot of people are like, you only have a couple of choices, right? Either you keep supporting the company that just fucked you over, right? That's fine. Some people are okay with that just because they don't want to lose their convenience, whatever. Or you go buy physical media in the hopes that you never lose it, which for some reason people don't want to do it. And well, a lot of the reason they say, "Oh, I don't have space for that." I get that. Or number 3, you sail the high seas, and you'll definitely never lose it at that point, as long as you keep your hard drive. So, just depends. But I think it's fucking ridiculous.
As the king of the pirates, I will tell you guys, sell those high seas. The One Pieces out there waiting for you bitches in animated, glorious Japanese form. Sell those high seas.
The only people who don't like physical media live in 250 square foot coffin apartments who will never have families. I live in a 1,000 square foot coffin apartment. Thank you very much.
But you also don't have a family, so you're halfway there.
Yeah,
I do have a family. My father. And out of sheer spite, he will live to 100. But my point is, ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with progressive ponces who live in these 15-minute shithole cities who can't afford anything because their rents are so sky high. That's why they love the convenience of technology. And soon you will see these fuckers plugged in the Matrix when they all buy their Apple Vision Pros and look like certifiable dickheads.
The videos they have of people using those
technology is an amazing thing because it shows the creativity of human ingenuity. It's what's being done with it by the large, conglomerations that want to abuse the small people. That's different. It's not that the technology is inherently bad. It actually is. Look at where we started in fucking caves as monkeys, then we ate some magic mushrooms and turned into what we are now. Like, we've come a long fucking way, and it's amazing. But what the people in charge are doing with that technology is what we should be afraid of, not the technology itself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is what it is with that. Oh, since you guys were showing off your book collection, I don't have as many, but I did want to at least show this set of 3 that I was proud of. If you can share my screen real quick.
Yeah, because I'm about to respond to a fucking...
Yeah. Hey, fuck you. No, yeah, So
I know that book. Yep.
Yeah, this is the special edition Lord of the Rings book. It has all 3 books in one with illustrations that were painted by Tolkien himself. Yeah. It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon at $140 right now. Discount for $100.
That's why I don't have it. Okay.
Hey, look, I didn't care. Okay, I used my mom's birthday as an excuse to buy this, but she's reading them. So
do they ship those books to Formosa, Renee?
Bam.
I don't know, but I also live in America currently.
Oh yeah, so
traitor.
Yeah, so
dude, so I know I showed you guys in chat already, but I gotta tell the stories because it'll give the chat here's some hope. So at the con earlier, I ran into these 4 girls, and they were like probably 15, 16 years old. But Sean Astin was one of the guests.
Whoa.
Mark Kelly said the same shit.
So you'll understand why that matters in the story in a sec. So Sean Astin was a guest at the con, Samwise Gamgee, and so these young girls were cosplaying as Lord of the Rings characters, and I thought their cosplay was super cool. So I was like, "Yo, can I get a photo of you guys?" Say on 3, say "Rings of Power sucks." 1, 2, 3, and all 4 girls without hesitation go, "Rings of Power sucks." While I took the photo, I was like, "Yes, there's hope for the youth yet." It was great.
Oh, that's great.
No, it was amazing.
And I love it because they were girls as opposed to men who are like, yeah, good. There's actual young women out there that know that shit is trash and not a real example of fucking.
And we're never going to see Leon again.
Hypno, sorry. I want to show 2 more books real quick.
Hold on, can I show you this retarded comment I got?
Go for it. I want to hear. I want to see it.
Great. So this guy on the Suicide Squad video was like, try doing your research if you want to make topic channel. Avengers is not $2. It's pulled. You can't buy it anymore. Digital. Plus the story campaign was damn good. The rest sucked. So I guess he doesn't realize that you can still buy new copies of Marvel's Avengers from retail stores. You can also buy them pre-owned as well, which is what I was saying in the video. Why are people so fucking stupid? Like, this person thinks that you can only buy games digital.
They don't have proper grammar. Like, that's why.
It literally took me one Google search to see at $9.99 Marvel's Avengers brand new. I don't. Wow.
That's sad. That's that cheap.
For all we know, guys and lovely lady, this could be a piece of fucking programming. You never know in this day and age.
I don't know, bro. The ones that talk on my comment section, especially the weird Zack Snyder furries, bro, I feel like they're real.
Zack Snyder furries. We're getting to a point though on the internet, thanks to technology, that I want to put the brakes on. where there will come a time when you won't know the difference between a piece of programming and a human being. That's why I encourage all fine folks and viewers watching, start your channel, speak your mind, because there will come a time when no one can tell the fucking difference, and that is a great time.
This is like the
Damn, Leon, not good, man.
Bro
The last
said that like R. Kelly was.
You guys are thinking it all fucked up.
I am in touch with my
That's
Asian
right,
side.
Leon.
I do have the art of
Yes.
war, and it's red.
I think
so-
we're gonna need permanent female
Oh,
representation. on
wait,
this
wait.
stream,
You
so
wanna? Well, let's
Gonna have to
Coach's gonna
replace,
whip out a big book now. I already know.
you're gonna have to
That's a
replace
nice
Leon
book.
with Rini.
big what?
A book, you ignorant man.
This
Yeah,
cost me £25. That's like $30.
This one is like considerably cheaper, but this was one they released for like the 75th anniversary. It's also a illustrated hardback book of The Hobbit. This one I think is going
Beautiful.
for like $26, maybe $28. It is hardback. It's just that they put a little extra flair with the paper cover in the front, but it is hardback. And then the last one is this one. This one is like about 35, 36. Again, same like the this is illustrated one. This is the one that was edited by Chris Tolkien. This is about $35. So
I'd love
without
for
tax.
Andreas to read this book.
Yeah.
I'd love for him to
No.
He
read
would
it.
probably become a super enlightened black man, like his own people would disown him for being so enlightened by reading such a great piece of
because they don't want to
literature.
hang
How
out with them
excited
anymore.
people
just
get over
saying.
physical media, though. I mean, just the fact that like you see the cover of the book, you immediately can
Yeah.
recognize what it is and put it like.
Yeah,
You're
It
never gonna get this
resonates
with digital.
with you.
Never. I don't
it's
care what
because the
anyone
symbol,
says.
it's the symbolism and the runes. They knew like this is how it was intended all the time. You know, people who do remember they
Yes.
were older versions.
It's
There you go.
mythology.
You're welcome.
John, I'm sorry, the hyena ain't never getting muted. No,
Muted.
sorry.
You were muted.
Uh,
Oh, I
anyway,
gotta continue.
You are literally a second-rate version of
Yeah.
everyone else on this panel, Dragon.
is the-
Oh, look at, oh
says
my
the
god.
guy who's got a second-rate
It's
version of the art of war.
with
Oh, just
Chinese,
the- right.
Chinese
Oh,
binding
look at
and
that- look at that
illustrated,
binding. Yeah.
and also in
Oh, that's
Chinese written and then in English written with examples from
Oh,
the
look at
famous
that.
brothers.
Sick.
All fancy and stuff.
This book.
Oh, that's great. See,
Leave it
this
to
is
the
why
oracle.
physical media is great, and I understand that digital media is also it's convenient. And in Asia, most people read manga digitally. Digital media is very popular there, but physical media should be. I think creators can encourage physical
Mhm.
media by making them collectibles, like all the books we've been showing off. You're never gonna get that digitally. Yes, it's convenient for young people that don't live in like tiny one-bedroom apartments with five roommates. But once you get to our age or you have any disposable income, I think everyone wants to own the book. And
Right. Right.
It's a
making-
status
trying to
symbol.
make-
You could like
right, like-
laugh at people who don't have it.
that too, yes. But I think we should all
Shame
aspire
people.
to create
Mm.
things like these books that are hardbound and have that dream, because that can't be controlled by any corporation.
Because
Put
it's
it out and that's
magical.
it.
Again, they want to destroy
Yes.
everything that's magical about life experience because there are some components to life and this experience on this planet that it is absolutely magical. They want to destroy everything. They want to put everything under the reign of ratio. Everything
Okay.
should be left hemisphere dictated. Nothing should be right hemisphere dictated, right, of our brain. Nothing should be magical, esoterical, irrational. Everything is allowed, but none. Oh,
I do have this one. I've been reading this one.
Awesome.
It's an amazing read. For some reason, Screen Rant was trying to trash on this man. Oh, no. Screen Rant did one good thing. I'm sorry. But they had an interview with this author of this book, which I recommend anyone who loves Tolkien or Middle Earth to read this, period. Because amazing.
I got
But-
it in German.
They were
I'm so glad
trying.
you highlighted that. I was going to comment on it.
No. What? The fuck?
Hypno, you gotta shit me up there.
Not
You
bad.
motherfucker.
It's not bad.
Oh, good one, friend. You know what, Subtle? I am glad you answered my summons because like, ooh, what book you got? She's already ready to show off.
Oh,
I need to
nice.
buy the
I was buying that fuck at Barnes and Nobles the other day. I was I had yes.
Atreus
Look
is like,
at-
I only got one.
Look at this. Look at this.
That
The
is awesome.
beauty.
Wow.
I love
Boy,
Lovecraft too.
Yeah,
It's
look at
so
that.
Great. It's so shiny, and this
No,
is not a jacket. It's directly on the hardcover leather.
Ooh, I'm looking.
Yeah.
Nice. I was about to.
Someday I will have my book printed like this.
This motherfucker's like, this
book
motherfucker's like,
on the
oh
side.
yeah, I'm looking all right.
Is that like the gold
Nice,
pages?
I'm looking at the alluring eyes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rennie,
Look
Rennie,
at
you
that
have
gold.
you
Look at
have
that.
to check out our next my next Tuesday episode of Open Class Doodles. I have the hyena on the show. And we're talking about Greek mythology, and we also have already.
Yes.
We're gonna talk
Yeah,
about.
sure, yeah. Yes, I
You
love
know,
that. These are both like gold on the side.
Nice.
A lighter read for Atreus. A lighter read. for-
I think that's Ryan's alt account.
No, truly, a lighter read for Atreus would be to read about the life of Cecil Rhodes, the man.
Shut up, Ryan. Shut up.
Shut
up, Ryan.
Great man.
So, get on the camera, bro.
Maniac. Cecil Rhodes is a maniac.
So, get your ass on the camera, man. Come on, let's go. Let's go. 'Cause you
Cecil Rhodes is
Oh,
a
you're
great
right.
man.
He's a
Coach.
maniac,
I
man.
will not have you
You want to show
slander
both of
Cecil
them for
Rhodes. He's a great man, especially what he did to Africa. He's a great man.
Yes, you can ask all inhabitants of Zimbabwe. What they think of it.
You know what's
I'm
funny?
sorry.
Every
Asia,
time
you
we talk
bastard.
about
Ooh,
physical media,
that's
this
nice.
stream just completely it derails into a show and tell. Like it
It
always
really
happens.
does.
Always
Look,
happens.
look, really
I need to
wanna
say
know
something.
what
Wait.
Hire people to buy physical media. So that's a good thing.
Yeah,
But that's
no,
what I
I
mean.
want to
Like, you don't
say
get these
something.
kind of reactions from
this
anybody who's like,
is
"Oh,
a-
digital's
You
convenient."
need this
Ah,
big
that's
bad
a nice
boy.
book.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
this.
wow.
Todd
That's a huge
McFarlane.
one too. Dang.
Oh yeah,
That's what she said.
yeah. You get
Oh,
all-
Hey,
and
look,
it's
look, look.
artist edition.
yeah.
First off,
Mm-mm.
I need to mention something. Black Lives is hilarious. The reason I was laughing so hard is because he made a comment saying Atreus staring at the book like it's his long lost father.
Oh my god.
It was when Rennie was
That was
showing her
not bad.
book.
That was not bad. Okay, that
If
was
we
not
all
bad.
hang together and
Oh.
build our own nation, we really need to know how to run a country. We really do.
You've
So I've got
shown this book
manual
like 4
for that.
times. I'm
Yes.
quite sure.
He doesn't have many
Yes.
books to show. He's got to keep recycling the same.
They're
They're
only have
all
like
about
one shelf.
nation
Only a
man.
matter of
Well,
time before they
to
go
be
up on
fair,
his wall.
his
'cause he
Richard
needs new
Spencer
paper.
collection is off camera, so thank you.
Oh,
Dragon.
he's showing more.
That is
Man,
hilarious.
listen, I got what I got to show y'all. I got all that ass volume 3.
You don't own a fucking book, Atreus.
You know what, Ryan?
All
You know
that
what,
ass
you know what,
volume,
Ryan?
that's great.
You know what, Ryan?
If Atreus pulls out like a really deep book and he just like says, "Hey,"
That would be amazing. Imagine he
No,
pulls
no,
out
hey,
like
no,
the,
no, no,
the
no.
Jada Pinkett Smith
realistically
tell-all
speaking-
book.
Realistically speaking, the books that I grew up reading were all horror, like a lot of pain, a lot of death, a lot of agony. You know, one of my
There you go,
favorite
Coach.
books,
so Greek mythology.
oh, nice. Oh, beautiful stuff.
Oh,
Good.
wow.
Atreus,
Yeah.
finish, because I'm actually curious what you grew up reading. Like you were about to give us some examples.
Well,
Nice,
one of my favorite books is probably elementary. It's called Doomstone. I gotta look up the artist. I as far as Tolkien goes, I know a lot of people love Tolkien. I read The Hobbit, obviously. I read the first Lord of the Rings book. But you gotta understand, niggas around you judge like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the black community. Niggas walk up on you and you reading Lord of the Rings, and it's like, yo, nigga, what the fuck? So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
It
saying?
is true.
I
Like,
get that. I get
It's
yeah,
just
you know,
fluid America, okay?
like you 6th grade, you over here reading, oh shit, Tolkien. Niggas like, what? Tolkien? Nigga, what? So you know, you're limited in your Tolkien knowledge around here. I'm sorry.
Bro, it's time you read some more Tolkien.
This is the blackest book I own. It's called In Defense of Freedom. Check it out. Great book.
Well,
From the 70s.
What does that mean?
he's letting us know he respects
It's
black
best to
people in
not ask when
secret.
it comes to Ryan.
I'm so confused.
This is also a
It's
kind
never
of
too
black
late
book,
to
but
read
it's about
more Tolkien.
conspiracies.
Tolkien is literally good literature, period. Doesn't matter if
It's
it's a
the
fantasy.
best. It's the best. It's
Hey,
absolutely
Token is a great
best.
character on South Park. Yes, I
It's
agree.
best.
Yes, I'm
I make a
referencing.
Seinfeld reference before the show, and you're like, I don't get pop culture references. But now you make a South Park reference, you fucking uncultured swine.
I just started watching it. It's very good.
Fantasy is a
24.
mirror of reality.
Yeah,
Fantasy
I'm
is not a
24,
mirror
by the
of
way,
reality.
Renee.
What?
24.
Sorry?
You still going with that lie?
You're 24.
No, he's like 2 years older than
He's
me.
not joking, Rainey. He's actually 24.
Yeah.
He really.
dear.
I know he
I'm
looks
sorry?
like he's about fucking 40, but he is actually 24. Yes, he's
Yeah,
younger than all of us.
He's not on his third mortgage after a second divorce. No,
Rennie,
this is-
it's okay to feel bad. Like you were probably thinking he probably lived a good young life and he experienced everything that he could. But now that you know his actual age, you're like, holy shit, he's fucked.
Yeah.
At least I won't die 10 years earlier because of racism.
Bro, you look like you're gonna die in 10 years right now.
Your life, listen, your life expires the further your fucking hairline goes back. So you need not.
At least I'm showing it, Atreus. Take the do-rag off.
he's taking it
I
off
can
the
take my
bar.
goddamn do
This
rag.
is the only way I could share my
My
book.
hairline is right here, sir.
Oh,
Because you
Oh,
painted
that's
on.
right.
You're truly
Covers
insane.
your face.
Look at this, man. Insane, man.
Of course. Oh, you got
Oh,
some.
my
Yeah.
God. You read all of those? Hypno.
Yeah,
Not all yet.
No, he
Not
hasn't read any of them. It's a status symbol, coach.
Oh.
It's
You can
like-
talk to me about any
Oh.
story, and I will prove that I've read it. So
I need to reach out
This
Google.
man
that's
literally
the first
one.
bookcase. Hold on. There's another one.
Yeah,
Wow.
Rennie. One time, this man said, "I think I'm considering buying bigger, better bookshelves because the ones I have are about to fall apart."
I know that feeling.
That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
amazing, though, bro. That's amazing.
One day
Yeah.
Hypno will
I like
grow
Dobby.
old. One day Hypno
That
will
looks
grow
so
old.
amazing.
And
Look
his
at-
extended family will sell his entire collection to get some.
Nobody
coin.
wants to protect Potter.
Yes, I approve of this bookshelf.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
you got all
I'm
of them
envious.
too? Oh man.
I'm black. We spend our book money on gold chains and jewelry. I'm sorry.
So if every book is like
Damn.
$20, folks, and Hypno claims he's not wealthy. If
Every book is not
$20,
$20. You're out of your
It was like
mind.
$8, dude. Like
Okay,
$8.
$8 a
$8.99.
piece.
So-
This fucker is made of gold. I'm telling you.
There's a big hold on, Ryan. I know that the economics and math aren't your strong suit, but there's a big difference between $8 and $20. That's a $12 difference.
There's another bookcase. Hold on.
Now hold on. First, I guess I should preface. Have you ever seen $12?
No, I'm not American. Go fuck yourself. Have you ever seen
so,
20 pounds?
Premier ball. That premier ball is sexy as fuck.
You know, you can reinforce your bookshelves, Hypno, by adding it's not like 2x4, but just
This one's
a
gonna go
strip of
away.
wood to the back, and you can nail kind of those like shelf supports that are supposed to go on walls to the back of the bookshelf.
yeah,
Like that.
right,
You can
right.
reinforce the bookshelves you already have for really cheap, so you don't have to get new ones.
Just buy videotapes and build shelves out of videotape towers. That's what I do.
I have more books, but I have to get a. I have
Ryan,
to
you
get a
don't buy
fourth
those.
bookshelf.
People give them to you.
I wish. I fucking
I'm waiting till
wish
I get a
that was
fourth
true.
bookshelf, and then I'll fix it. But this bookshelf's going away. This is a fucking ghetto ass smaller bookshelf that's like clearly buckling at the top here.
Yeah, that
So-
Look, I can prove it. Look, I
Get it away.
literally make an arch out of videotapes. It's right there. There you go. Look at
What?
that.
Amazing.
Oh, he actually
Amazing.
did. What the?
Yep.
I never knew VHS tapes were that sturdy to begin with.
Yep. I
Damn.
used to build like Gundam-sized videotape towers. They were like 6-7 feet tall, and then they
All right.
crashed on me. I was like 7 at the time.
Now we understand.
Let's switch to something we can all collectively hate.
That was important insight.
I was
Finally.
too poor to have toys. Okay.
No, the impact. You were
And
young.
20 years later, nothing has changed.
At least I don't cosplay.
You're right. It takes
Who
money.
are cosplaying right now? Who are you, Shipe?
No, cosplaying is a very expensive hobby, so we
Course
know
it
that's why you're
is.
not going to do it. Let's switch over to this.
Plus, there's
topic. I
really
wanna
no
get
character
your-
that looks like fucking Ryan. Like, let's just call it what it is. Who would he really be?
I agree.
That character from Seinfeld, the one.
Exactly. He looks like fucking.
The one that's balding, the one that
No,
says,
the one from Half Baked on the couch.
The most
what's his
awkward moment ever on the show.
I want to get you guys' opinion on this because first, there's a lot of discussions going around the new Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think it's mainly because they announced that they're going to be replacing Captain Jack Sparrow with a female lead now, black female, of course, and
what happened to Margot Robbie?
That got stopped.
She was replacing him.
Good.
No pretty white women allowed. I meant to say.
Yeah. So now apparently they're trying to do the whole female Pirates of the Caribbean thing again. Now, me personally, I don't want Johnny Depp to go back to if he goes back to Disney, that's gonna set a terrible precedent.
Yeah.
He said he's not going to go back to Disney, and an interviewer said, "Well, what if they give you $300 million? Would you go?" And he's like, "No, sir, I will not go." So that's what he said. Obviously, when people actually get offered $300 million, usually the tone changes. But I'm very curious to see if he actually does go back. But I mean, what do you guys think about this whole new push for the all-female Pirates of the Caribbean that's been canceled like twice?
It's another failure. It's no different than the Indiana Jones. It's gonna fail massively.
Is this the girl from The Bear? Is this from
Yeah.
I love the first season of The Bear, and she was great because she was first she was well played, but she was also like great in the context of the series. Like she had those smaller parts where she kind of fulfilled her role nicely. But her leading a franchise.
No.
Come on, guys. Have we lost our minds completely and officially? I mean, this is not even woke anymore. It's like, you guys know what it means to be on set when it's about to roll and you have a $300 million budget franchise resting on your shoulders, what that does to your brain, what it does to you on your system, and you don't have to support, you don't have the type of experience. Like, even those great actors crumble under that weight, that Atlantic weight of really lifting the world upon your shoulder and holding a franchise where, like, literally thousands of people depending from and their workplaces for the years to come. Because, of course, if it hits well, then you have work and employment. And that's kind of, a machine that it's feeding itself. So giving that type of responsibility also to a person that has no clue what's going on, like on those levels, is absolutely fucking ludicrous. It's like, all right, you studied medicine for 3 weeks. Now, why don't you kind of operate on an open heart, right? Why don't you kind of make some open heart surgery, right, next week? Like, just because you open up a medicine book, it doesn't mean that you can actually perform surgery.
Right, yeah. And besides from just the fact that all the advertising of female-led, that's just a red flag right there. But Pirates of the Caribbean was carried by Johnny Depp. It was carried by the character of Jack Sparrow. So unless you have a female equivalent, an actress that is on par with what Johnny Depp can do, can carry an entire franchise, the female version of him, then it's going to be a flop. And it's ludicrous to think that you can just say, well, it's female-led, so people are going to go watch it because it's chicks. No. Even if she's
I'm gonna be real. Like, I couldn't give a shit less about this. There's one good Pirates movie, and it's the first one. Every single other one fucking sucks. This one won't be any different, Depp or no Depp.
Yep.
Like, does anyone actively enjoy Pirates 2 through fucking 5 or whatever it is?
2 was just weird.
Stop playing, Leon. Stop playing.
2 was weird. I'll agree. 3, it was like, oh, okay, they're wrapping up. But yeah, I agree. 1 was the best.
He's dressed up like a pirate, telling people, does anyone care about fucking pirates? like the irony is sitting right there.
Yar! Does anyone care about us? Yar!
The subtleties are strong with this one.
The first Pirates of the Caribbean, I genuinely believe, is one of the
best. The sea is always right.
Like, of movies made post 2000, the first Pirates of the Caribbean is one of the best movies of the 21st century, and then they fucked it up from every subsequent film. Like, and where are these films and talk of the cultural zeitgeist? No one. Whenever you bring up, hey, what's your favorite franchise of movies? People are always, oh, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones. Do you have a fucking award for the person that says, my favorite franchise is Pirates of the Caribbean? No, because no one's ever said that out loud.
I mean, yeah. It's not exactly it's sort of like that franchise where you just go like, oh, nice fond memories. It's not like some I would say, oh, it's the best thing ever, a piece of cinematic mastery or
Nobody's
whatnot.
saying
No,
it deserves a fucking
Oscar, yeah.
Man,
The
nobody's
first
saying
one
that
does.
shit.
The first one is a genuinely.
first one
incredible
I don't disagree with
Yeah,
you.
it's a
but
masterpiece.
you
To me,
call
the
it-
first
you
one is
call
a
it
masterpiece.
2 and 3 trash. I don't know, man. Leon, we're gonna have to throw some hands, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Can we just like, bro? You know what annoys me more is like with pirate movies. Can we just make a genuinely good pirate movie about Blackbeard already? Like, no bullshit. Just how it really was. Just give me a good fucking pirate movie. We haven't had one in a while.
You want a
Or you
pirate
just watch
movie
One
that's
Piece.
male
Blackbeard's
led?
in One Piece, and that's a much better story.
That's completely
No,
against
real
everything
life
they're trying to do.
pirates.
They don't want to
You
do
think
male
they're gonna
led
try to-
pirates.
Not Disney's vampires. Vampires. Fucking pirates.
It's not just
Sorry.
Disney doing this stuff. It's all the
Oh,
studios.
vampires.
Disney doesn't wanna do it.
You
think
know
anybody else wanna do it?
what? Make somebody else make a movie about vampire pirates, but then they would probably get into a lawsuit with.
You
Games
mean
Workshop.
This is
vampires?
actually a great title.
Yeah.
Vampire Pirates. I like that.
No,
I
but
would
then
watch vampires in a fucking heartbeat.
I mean, they exist with Games Workshop. You know, like they do have like a faction that's literally just vampires who are pirates. So there you go.
I
don't care. Somebody make another movie besides Disney about pirates. God damn it.
Okay.
It's a little gay, subtle. So
Well, I think Ryan would like one about Enos Pirates. He talk
Hey
about
yo, my boy Deviancy. My boy Deviancy, man.
You read the super chat.
I would have understood. I would have understood with the sausage fests we had in the past. But like you, when he smiles, it makes you smile. Come on, man.
Coach? I mean, it's just Coach.
Down goes Solo for 2. Have you all read The Stars My
What?
Destination?
Sorry, didn't. No, the thing is, what Disney is doing is even more like disingenuous and evil because we know that pirates exists solely as a franchise, not because it was planned by Disney. Like Disney didn't really believe in pirates in the first place, and they intruded and they've been on set during the whole, during the production of, principal photography for the first movie for the only movie they actually planned. They were on set 24/7 trying to kind of condemn or contempt somehow, what Johnny Depp was doing. And then Johnny Depp kind of said, you know what, if you don't like what I'm doing, I go home. So give me the liberty that I need. So it was only to Johnny Depp why we have this franchise in the first place, because of its genius acting in the first part. And so now they say, no, pirates is an interchangeable bada boom product. It's okay. Everybody can interpret that. Even a black girl that was just playing a chef for a couple of episodes in a niche series is absolutely like, this is, they officially lost their mind.
I agree. Really quick, subtle Deviancy for 5. I feel taken advantage of. Every day my school collected money to buy books for Atreus and his neighborhood, and he has nothing to show for it.
Yeah, I was laughing at that one.
I got one even better.
Mr.
Sophocles for 5 says, I'm calling it. Rini needs to be a regular. She's smart, easy on the eyes, and a bonus, she has Atreus speeches, which I approve of.
Yes, it's because Atreus's weakness is like really good looking Latinas and Asian women.
He's
okay?
normal.
That's how it is.
He's normal.
I'm sorry, it's just how it is.
Renee
And these
can
super
be
chats are
our
just roasting.
producer.
But yes, Renee, please come back to the show. Don't leave us alone with these people here, and give us that mad.
I don't want to be
spark.
called the gay podcast anymore.
I'm happy to come back.
Thank
You
you.
guys
There you
have
go,
a
chat.
No,
You got
you
your
really love me.
Dragon. Leona's still gonna be coming on the show. It's gonna be called the gay podcast one way or fucking another. Let's be real.
But we need
that's
real
fair.
female
Yeah.
representation, not chicks with dicks.
Dragon,
Let's do the gay podcast. Like,
I mean, Dragon, you may have to change your name to Gay Slayer commentaries at this.
someone
point.
on this channel is called Goose. There's nothing gayer than that. Like, let's
Ugh,
stop it, buddy. I
dirty
love you.
bastard.
Look, right. I've already been called.
Look
I've
at that
already
yellow
been called-
tinge. Look at that yellow tinge for the lights, folks. It makes him non-white. Seriously, it does.
Gooch is like, what did I do to get called out? Y'all were attacking Atreus, now you're attacking me. Like, what the fuck?
That's because
I don't
he's the
know.
second most brownest person on this planet.
It's just not fair to attack a trade during Black History Month. Like, it's pretty fucked up.
This coming
that's
from the
what he's
anus
supposed to be
pirate.
you.
Like, seriously.
Hey, why are you bringing up your pastime, Gooch?
It's hilarious.
So what? Coach's name is going to be the metrosexual. Period. That's not changing. Okay.
Well, of course. Guys.
See,
you
he
guys
agrees
are
with me.
No, absolutely. I mean, I've lived all over.
My new.
With his
Yeah.
purple T-shirt and his pink hat and his gay art style and his gay-looking logo. That
Ryan,
like-
are you really
yeah,
that
oh,
angry
yeah,
at life?
oh, the
Are you
line.
really angry at life? Like
I am.
Angry.
Look,
My
Hypno
grandma
may be
gets
the
so mad at me after this show is over because Coach got attacked. That's her one rule. Is that you need to make sure they
Hypno.
know they can't attack my coach. He's the best.
Hypno may be the leader of the bigot army, but
I changed my
the
name to a
bigot.
proper rebranding.
I am the
based off
most
of recent
extreme
feedback.
person
You are
on
right
this
there.
planet.
You are definitely the bigot. You're absolutely right.
Guys,
Let's talk
Fix
about
your
some
fucking
drama.
audio, Coach. It's always
I want to
too
talk
bloody
about.
loud.
I want to talk about some drama. This is breaking.
Oh,
Interesting what's happening right now on Twitter. So one of the writers, I believe she's a writer for the Mary Sue, if I'm not mistaken, but you already know where this is gonna go.
Ew.
Apparently, she openly attacked Nerdrotic on Twitter.
well, she's
And
dead.
said this bitch has never watched Doctor Who in
no.
his pathetic life.
Fuck
Leave
her.
one of my loves effing out of your nonsense. I am begging.
Fuck her right
Even though
now.
he's
What?
watched it. Yeah,
Yeah.
even though he's
Wait,
watched it.
wait. She's saying Nerdrotic has never watched Doctor. What?
A writer
Wow.
from Mary Sue
Wow.
is trying to tell Nerdrotic that he's never watched Doctor
Yes.
Ratio this bitch right now. Do it.
Who. This
now.
is my
Ratio.
response. Oh dear.
Comment
Yes. Oh
ever.
dear.
Clearly
dear.
has no idea who Nerdrotic is.
Yeah.
Never
Mm-mm.
seen
No.
it.
Oh no, she does. She does.
None of us
Atreus has
don't.
gone to beat her up, black man style.
the only person in our space that
Brown
these
style.
crazy people know so far is Critical Drinker, and that's because like he is just merciless with his takedowns. Okay, but afterwards it'll be Nerdrotic, and then who knows what comes next. But that's
Gary
just crazy.
Beekler made his name in 2018 by covering the downfall of Doctor Who.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
This
but I'm
woman
saying these
has an IQ lower than Atreus's. Get her off social media. Get her off of the Mary Sue. This woman needs to be institutionalized.
No. Keep her on the
gagged
Mary
and
Sue.
tied
They
please.
don't
up.
keep
Right,
on the
keep
Mary
her
Sue. I
there.
love covering the Mary
Atreus
Sue.
Ryan
Yeah.
is talking shit again.
Keep her on the Mary Sue. Please do not remove her because she's just going to ensure that the website dies faster, which apparently it is
Yeah.
supposedly.
Well, what
going
they
I
down.
don't
want.
know how it's still around.
Yeah.
It needs-
Funding. It's the same
Atreus,
reason.
you got a
It's
gun?
the same reason WNBA is still around. It's the same fucking reason.
Will
Atreus,
is
what the
freaking
hell
out
is
right now.
happening on you? Atreus, what the hell? Don't go Tywin Lannister on this woman, okay? No.
Talking about Tyrion Lannister, I was about to ask, what do you think Ryan, like Game of Thrones character, does Ryan represent?
Little
the dead
finger.
one, usually.
Yeah.
Littlefinger.
Littlefinger.
Littlefinger. Why Littlefinger?
Maybe also
Deviousness.
the bald guy, the
Berries?
Hello, Sonia.
Hold on.
Hey,
Fuck his name was.
girls here, buddy.
Oh, door.
Hold doors. Hold doors. That's
door. Yeah,
I've never
Sonia
watched
says
Notice.
hello, by the way. So
I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I only watch franchises that have finished.
that's
Their
true.
story.
That's fair.
Okay,
That's
I
true.
would recommend the books, but I cannot do so in good faith. 'cause I
Oh
never
God, look
did
at
it.
this.
That's
The
true.
destruction. Oh God.
Yes! Yes!
Like, show me your Doctor Who stuff. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This man, like, they,
Oh,
half of these people don't know
my
he ran a comic book shop. Like,
Yes.
and he collects stuff. Like, this guy is
He still
probably
does.
old. He is old, yeah, and he is older than most of these goddamn writers.
Wow. That's massive.
Even
Bro.
Lofty took his side. That's amazing.
Gary has enough Daleks to exterminate this bitch.
Yes.
Why is Ryan still talking out of his anus? Like, can we mute him?
Gooch, go
Oh,
fuck
shit.
yourself, because Doctor
God
Who is
dang
one
it.
of my passions. This woman needs to be
I thought
exterminated.
you only
Just
wanted to-
sound vaccinated.
That's great. That's a
Okay, that was
great
funny.
comment.
That was a good one. You get that one. The roasting
back
is
there.
amazing.
Roast
this is
this bitch
fantastic.
on a fire.
Why would you do like this? Is what happens when you have someone who
Vaccinated.
just is not told when they have a bad idea. You know what I mean? Like when people at Mary Sue, they work together. When you work with like-minded people all the time, and you never have someone who challenges you or has a difference of opinion or anything like that,
Goes out of the
you
window.
come out and you post some dumb shit like this that is going to get you just completely ratioed. And maybe that's what she wants. I mean, listen, you're clearly not getting clicks by being a writer on Mary Sue, so you got to find a way to make it happen. I get it, but Nerdrotic, really? You're gonna say he's not a fan of Doc? I mean, you have to make your fight make sense at least a little bit. Like, just don't.
Well,
Like,
I wanna
it's
talk
like
about-
saying, "Oh, go on."
Yeah, Trace.
No, I just want to talk about the audacity that she has. You know, it just spells out the hubris that women in the West have nowadays. That she come out and call this man a bitch over a fucking TV show. I would love to see something like that, like said to his face. Like, would you really come up to him and call him a bitch
Never.
to his face?
To be fair, I bet Gary would laugh his ass off if that happened in like a face-to-face interaction.
No, it's not a laughing. It's not a laughing matter, dude. Because people lose their life over shit like that. If I walked up to fucking Hypnotic and call him a bitch in front of his family, whether it's the girlfriend or whoever, mom, dad, whoever, it's gonna be some blood that shit. Period. Now I don't know about Ryan. Ryan might let it slide, but
Oh no!
everybody.
No, that's the hypocrisy of.
Nerd girl. If some dumb wannabe nerd girl that is probably like a 400-pound sloth walked up to me and called me a bitch, I would fucking laugh in her face. It wouldn't even be worth the anger.
No, but that's the hypocrisy of this chick. Like, she's looking for clout and she's
female Avengers if that should happen. Like
But that's what Trey's saying, bro. Trey's
Brie
saying,
Larson
like,
for the rescue.
like we can't get away with that shit, right? The females out here, they really they're out there saying this wild shit, and you're saying this to people. Like, no guy would ever say this to another guy unless they feel like they can absolutely dominate them, and even then, probably not, because you never know who he got friends with, right? Or if he's got a gun or some shit. Like,
just like with me with Ryan. It's like me
no-
with Ryan. I can get away with it because I know I can. So, like, I mean, it's
Hey,
The
take
same
off your
shit.
hat.
I have a system. It's called the crazy bitch remover. It starts out with the phone. When motherfuckers start acting crazy, you start recording them. Most people, when you start recording them, they senses come back. But there's some women that don't give a fuck about the phone. So once she start getting physical and all up in your face, then you pull out the motherfucking mace, spray her ass, get your ass down somewhere. Some women though are fucking built like goddamn Optimus Prime. They will fight through. They will fight through the maze. They will fight through
They
the
got
maze.
that butch
So then you
muscle
pull out-
energy.
Chad, you have to understand.
HRT
A
shit.
trace
pull
for the
out-
last 12 hours hasn't done what a trace was
Then
built
you
for.
pull out
So
the taser and drop her ass off.
Trace, have you ever been maced, bud? Out of curiosity.
been maced?
This isn't
What?
Atreus. This is
No,
Andrew
he's-
I'm
Tate in
asking because like
blackface.
being maced fucking sucks. It is easily the second most painful experience of my life. I would not wish that on someone that just calls a.
Then she
comic book
better
nerd
shut
a bitch.
up. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Hey, Hypno, look, let me just show this real quick. Remember, this is the kind of person we're making fun of. Like, it's fine, it's free real estate. Look at this shit. Really?
What's it say? Me being an
Oh,
American?
sorry. Let me zoom in. I forget.
I'm gonna die
Is that
surrounded
better?
by the biggest what? What is that?
I'm gonna
Idiots?
die surrounded the biggest idiots in the galaxy.
Oh,
Like,
she's right. She is gonna die surrounded by the biggest idiots. She works.
yeah,
at the Mary
it's her
Sue.
people, not everybody else. Like, seriously, come on.
Bro, it is. The roasting is just
Yeah,
insane.
It's great. She deserved it, man.
You should-
Yo, I
Look, it's like
find
a-
it interesting. She tried to say that Gina Carano was like irrelevant, and yet she literally wrote an article about Gina Carano 3 days ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's the one
she's-
with the Gina was
She's the
irrelevant.
Gina Carano one. Yep, she's the one that
Yeah,
wrote
yeah.
an article saying, "Oh, actually, I think it's higher up in this thread. Hold on, where Blab was like, "This is you." Hold on. Yeah, right here.
Yeah. The one that
this Gina Carano saga that no one cares about just got worse. And then Gina Carano sues Disney over deserved firing.
Right.
So apparently
you know what
no
I
one
love
cares
about
about
this?
it. But,
you know what I love this is that there are some, and this shit applies to men too, but you see it more in women. There is this shit that happens where they're like, oh, be empowered, go queen, whatever. But then like when one starts like become successful and goes through some hard shit and then gets back up, subtle,
Yo, tell us you're a lobotomy survivor without telling us you're a lobotomy survivor. That's great.
You're amazing.
Subtle,
Thank you.
subtle is fucking awesome.
Well, they want to. They're all about supporting strong women that think for themselves until they actually meet one like Gina. And then they're like, "No, you better get back in line and be our brand of strong."
Right.
Think like that.
She should do something useful and get pregnant. That's the only thing.
No, she should not. You do not want someone like that to have children. No, that's a terrible idea.
No, you
What's
do
wrong
not
with
want. No. There are some. I say this a lot, but there are some people that should not.
Then I'm
have
sure
kids.
Planned Parenthood can make some money off of her.
Oh my god!
Wow.
No, dude, I seriously think like it's just annoying when they try to like degrade other women that have actually achieved something meaningful because they simply don't agree of how they did it or the way they believe. Like it's stupid. Like at this point, you're just being
Keep
a
digging,
ridiculous
bitch.
piece of shit.
Keep digging.
Yeah.
Digging.
Yeah.
She didn't quote tweet him, did she?
No, she didn't. She just replied. Yeah, she didn't quote tweet. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't even know. Oh, great. A fake ass rubber lightsaber like the ones used in Ahsoka. Great.
Is that herpes? What is that?
I hope this woman has had the
syphilis.
menopause.
No, that's
I
syphilis.
hope this
sorry.
woman is dry.
Not like you would know the fucking difference, Ryan. Stop it.
Hey, all of my encounters have been consensual, Atreus, unlike with you.
Why did he say it like that?
Fair.
You're making it sound like you're in a grand jury. All my encounters were consensual.
No.
They were over appropriate age.
You can't be played by this guy from Wales, Atreus. I mean, come
Of course,
on.
she's from Pittsburgh. She's getting railed by Tyrone every single day, and she got that thing on her lip because of it. Now she's angry about it.
Yeah, that's called syphilis.
Hey, Hypnotic. Hey, fuck y'all. Hey, out there in Puerto Rico, y'all be wilding too. Don't be fucking. Hey.
Yeah, but we don't spread diseases. We spread kids. That's the difference.
lady. Once you go black, lady,
we're like rabbits. We fucking have kids.
Y'all just light bright niggas. Don't be trying to throw it. Y'all just light bright niggas. That's all. Don't be. Y'all
no, Spanish. They're white, Atreus. Know the difference.
Here we go again.
Oh shit! That explains everything.
Menopause.
She like, yeah.
Hit
No,
the
not
wall.
true, Atreus.
Hit
No,
the wall.
No.
Oh my god.
Wow, this explains
It's
a
like
lot.
a fatter version
PR.
of Jodie Whittaker.
I guess when you got nothing else to lose, you might as well just go attack Nerdrotic at this
Oh,
point.
to be fair, there's plenty to lose, starting with weight. I want to get back on that subject.
I was
I
thinking
knew he
the
was
same
gonna say
thing. Black
something.
Lives. I was
He's
thinking the same
obsessed.
thing, bro. This is a little floppy. That don't look very breastitish.
Oh,
if that's
Lord.
even
It's a
word,
tranny. It's not a real woman. It's
Oh,
a tranny
God.
demon.
Is it really a tranny? Is it a tranny?
I don't
demon?
know.
Oh man. Oh man. Can we just like oh man.
No,
I need the
it's not a
Tranny
tranny
Demon
because you
soundboard.
know if it was a tranny, we would have that fucking flag all over.
What the fuck is Spider-Man doing here?
Of course, she cosplayed as Miles Morales. Of course,
Oh,
Is
I
that
thought
her
that was
gimp
like some
suit?
random person.
this is the
that
Miles
her
Morales
gimp
suit, isn't
suit?
it?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
that's Peter Parker's second MCU suit. To be fair,
Is it really?
Yeah, that is the
Looks like
second
that.
suit, yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
not
you was.
Miles Morales.
I was like,
The
that's not
fucking
Miles
suit.
Morales, nigga.
That's not Black
That-
Arms.
That
No, it's not.
shadow, you see that shadow, guys and gals? That's her real face. It's her shadow.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Ugly looking.
We just went on a
hold on,
roasting.
You scroll that down. She had one that said her roles include. I want to see what she had to say. My roles tonight include German innkeeper, Zemo's. Awesome.
Great. What? Oh,
This is pretty cringy. That is
My
a strong chin. Are you sure?
That's a
God
tranny.
dang.
That's not a woman.
That's called
Look at
taking
that.
too much HRT, man.
Bro, are you sure? I don't know.
Oh no, what is
Look
it?
at the chin. Look at the facial features.
No, sorry,
That's
TRT
man.
because it's just
I don't
That's
see
man
no ad.
all over.
Oh, it's a little bit there. I don't know.
Could be.
Bro, that's a
Now, again, if she was a fucking tranny, it would be all over her bio and shit. Like I don't see a trans flag in the name. No, because trans people can't wait. Like they don't shut the fuck up about it.
No, I'm diminishing this woman by calling her a tranny demon.
Oh, I thought you were saying. I thought you actually thought she was trans.
No. I'm trying to like make her look awful.
She does that enough on her own.
What,
Yeah.
what do
but
you
I
think
like-
of this, Rennie? I want to hear this. I want to hear this from another woman. I just want to hear this.
Oh, what, her in general?
No.
yes,
no,
yes.
no.
This crazy woman that's been on Twitter now. I just want to.
Well, you see, I have worked for Marvel, and I know a lot of people, or I knew a lot of people like her. And honestly, I don't say much because I feel bad for them. Half the people I went to college with, they work in entertainment and mainstream comics, and they're just like this. And I feel bad because I think they've bought into an ideology that makes them spiteful at the world and stops them from improving themselves and finding happiness and making themselves beautiful. And it's really just sad. You know, it's all this ideology that's very hateful and makes them hate themselves, and they think it's strength, but it's not. You're just being a bitch on the internet. But I do feel bad for them. They could just stop anytime and make the choice to actually not be nasty.
Of course, this
And be
female is a feminist. She's literally called Leash Man. That's her last name, Leash Man.
He's spamming tranny demon. Is that your trans? No, he's using the soundboard. The
Oh my
MP3
God.
I gave him. I sent the MP3 to your Discord, by the way.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh.
no, I think Mary Sue is gonna be done fairly soon. I wait for the day that Kotaku shuts down. That's what I'm waiting for. I want Kotaku to shut down. I'll be very happy when that happens. But
That would be the day a miracle has happened. That's all I'm saying.
no, it's
Well,
not
they
gonna
must
take a
be
miracle to shut
funded.
down Kotaku. They'll be dead eventually.
Mary Sue has to be funded by someone though, because that
It's
ratio
only operated by
group must
Gamers
own
Group. I was
agreement.
literally just looking it up while you were saying that. It's owned by
Yeah.
GAMURS Group Party Limited. I'm looking up right now to see how their financial backing is.
Yeah, you're gonna discover George Soros down the line. You're gonna discover the
Someone is-
usual foundation down the line. It's always the same.
Crazy stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's the
man.
same
It's
as all the
basically
AI
an esport. Yeah, no, it's an esports media and entertainment publisher. That's who owns them. It seems, or the one who funds them, I should say.
And
So
where's their
that's-
funding coming?
And yeah, where he's coming
Well,
from?
they're from esports, so they're esports entertainment.
No,
My goodness.
apparently that is, yeah, they're. I mean, they might be funded by other people, but they are their own company. It doesn't look like Gamers Group. It's a subsidiary of anyone. They are the parent company.
Well, like I always
Shit.
say, if you follow the money, you'll find the corruption at some point.
Mhm.
You know, Mary
I
Sue,
know,
Kotaku, all these websites, they're usually
They
funded by
it's Gamers owns .esports. Oh, they own We Got This Covered. What a fucking shock. The Mary Sue, Prima Games, and Escapists. And they're based out of Sydney, Australia, with an office in Austin, Texas.
Mhm.
Austin,
That's who owns
Texas,
it?
really.
Well, that's the problem. Austin's lived out as hell.
Truly a globalist company. It needs to be broken.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that a lot of these, I mean, don't come for me, it's just my opinion, okay? But a lot of these DEI initiatives and these companies, it's not just who they're owned by, but who's actually funding them to say these things
Yeah.
and keep people like Miss Rachel there employed, because let's be real, nobody would employ them of their own free will based on
course
merit.
not.
All of
Right.
this is going to trace back to some company like Tencent or some other government-funded thing
Yep.
that's against America and against Western values.
Yep.
That's what's really happening,
Yep.
in my opinion.
It looks like
It's a lot
Gamers
of-
Limited currently only has 12 investors. I'm trying to figure out who they are, but they're oddly enough, the website has them grayed out.
I have at least 4 of them that showed up on Wikipedia that are visible. Sorry, it's called
Okay.
Aura Ventures, Powerhouse Capital, Elysian Park Ventures, and a TCN Property. So basically, three different types of investment funding firms. I think one of them is specifically focused on esports. The other one is it's basically a property, you could say, property management firm that they are.
It looks like
they're
private right now. They're not publicly traded. So.
Exactly. So, but there's some that do like investment funding. So
wait a second. Hold on.
That's for anyway. So I mean, I don't know how much more we can get out of it, because sometimes these companies, when they're founded, like the investors are kept very hush hush.
Do you guys remember when what's her name left Twitch? What the fuck is Twitch's
Brock.
No.
Oh, that streamer, you mean?
It's Pokimane. Yeah, remember when she left
Pokimane
recently and said she's going to YouTube, and the reason why she said she's doing it, she's like the website, like Twitch as a company, is just not consistent. Whatever. So none of it. Anyway, look at this article from Mary Sue. Look at this. Look at the way they spun this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sexist trolls drive away Twitch's top female streamer after 10 years.
Yes,
what,
Pokimane.
bro? This is the spin is insane. Are you
the
kidding
money
me right
grifting witch is now being defended by the Mary Sue?
It's not even that, bro. It's like this has nothing to do with sexism or anything. Like, she didn't leave because of trolls. She never said she did. She left because of the. Anyway, wow.
Yeah.
Bro. This is wow. The spin is wild. This is worse than my fucking titles on YouTube. This is crazy.
I say we gotta see the article, see how they try and justify that. Like, I'm genuinely curious.
If they call your titles bait, I mean, what is this? This is hyper bait. It's absolutely not. You know.
However, after 10 years, she is
no.
leaving the platform due to the platform fostering a ripe environment for the manosphere.
The manosphere on Twitch.
Coach, this is not a hyper bait. It's a masturbate.
All your life.
Holy
that, haven't
shit.
you? All your life you waited for that.
Hey, look.
Nope. All your life.
It's bad joke night at the comedy cell.
Every week on Saturday Night Hypnosis, we have a mass debate. We always do. We always have, and we always do.
Don't group me in that. Please don't group me in that. I don't
been on the show
you.
for 11 weeks.
Dude, if you're masturbating, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about it.
You love a masturbate.
No, I don't want to know about it.
You know what's worse? Like he's continuing with it. He's still
Stop everyone on a big panel loves a masturbate. Everyone.
What is going on?
Oh my god!
What the fuck? Anyway,
the mass debate.
Wait, okay, hold on. So basically, yeah, I remember this now. So she left because, truth be told, the amount of simps that were able to like buy her $500 like Twitch donations every single time she streamed was decreasing because she blamed it on the manosphere, I believe, or something like that, like the ideology. And I call it cap.
Yeah, bitch, ain't nobody trying to be simps no more. What the fuck is you talking about?
Bro,
and all I can say is, like,
I know her information is public, but damn, man, you can't just call her Pokimane. You got to call her a full government name in this fucking article.
Imane Anis. Like,
damn. Not only you making shit up, but you put her full name out there too. That's amazing.
Imane Anus.
Really? Did you have to?
Bro, what is with the bad jokes now? I just don't understand. Brian Roger has been.
Have you noticed how they've not used any quotes from her so far in this article? They've not used a single quote from Pokimane.
Because there's nothing to quote.
Gooch, you might want to disown Pokimane from your nation because she is Moroccan Canadian.
Oh, mongrel.
Just saying, bro. Like, just immediately say, I do not associate with this woman.
No, that one I would.
In the episode, she mentioned burnout and the wish to be free from exclusivity deals that required her to hit a certain number of hours and kept her from other opportunities.
So she's lazy.
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with sexism.
She has been shown to be a very lazy money grubber who believes that she's entitled to every single dollar that comes out of her simps. And because there were less of them coming to Twitch, she then said, okay, I'll just find some other platforms to get some new batch of simps because this one's been infested too much with the manosphere.
Yeah, there's not fucking women watching her. Like I've never in my life.
Because there's more.
Woman.
Dude, it's because before in the past, when she started it out, there were way less women doing what she does, which is play games badly and do some commentary while trying to look very pretty in front of the camera. And then all of a sudden, the OnlyFans hoes came riding around. And then they were like, oh, I'll show you more, boys. Give me your money. And she got all pissed off and blamed it off the manosphere and then left to find greener pastures.
Well, they're taking a comment that she made a while ago, and they're trying to spin it into something relevant today. Like, she clearly said she's leaving for XYZ reasons. And you're like, well, yeah, you know, a couple years ago, you were talking about, you know, female representation in Twitch. That's clearly why you're leaving. It's like, no, she mentioned the reason why. Why are you spinning it this way? Well, we know why.
Like, you wrote it too.
When you go to the Twitch homepage, it's literally just e-thoughts on the homepage, and then maybe like Asmongold.
Oh,
like,
dude, I got a video. I made that. Wait
Real
a minute. I made a video, a little like clip thing when we were talking about the Twitch situation ages ago. Let me find it real quick. There we go. I got it.
I can relate to being lazy, though, doing as little as possible and getting as much out of it. I can relate to that.
Oh my god! Yeah,
literally what my channel is built on got me to nearly.
Yeah, but just imagine how far you go if you actually put in the work.
No.
Oh my god!
The manosphere has fostered incels, men going their own way, and men's right. I like how they put that in quotations. Activists, with those falling for these ideals described as taking the red pill. Bro, what the fuck?
I don't even know. But here, let me just show this. By the way, all this
Charles
shit is
says he's
censored,
only
but
here
like,
for Rini.
Yeah. Rini, I'm sorry, but this is literally Twitch. And at the time I did this, we were talking about it because it's like near the end of the year. So look at this shit.
What the fuck? Oh,
Yeah.
I remember this.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What?
This is the new meta.
It's time to stop, okay? No more.
Like with her legs
meta.
spread too.
What the fuck?
Are you serious right now?
Seriously.
I can't.
This is the
Bro,
manosphere.
I can't.
So many sluts for you to pimp out.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Cast it into the fire. Destroy it.
How about no?
I got banned for Twitch.
Uh-oh.
For no nudity. Let me show you.
I've seen enough. Shut it down.
And then this is the best part.
Oh, God, help us.
You two motherfuckers need Jesus.
Oh, it's nice to have Casey make a cameo appearance near the end.
Yeah, no, because I was like, bro, there's some crazy shit going on out here in these streets.
Your daily dose of internet.
Bro,
this is just
can't believe
wow.
it's relevant.
I can't believe they're trying to make this into a manosphere thing when, like you said, Leon, you go to Twitch. Even if you don't watch Twitch, let's say you have a completely clean algorithm, you're gonna go into the homepage and it's nothing but women.
Dude,
doing that shit.
I like your boy Owen.
About YouTube. Let's say in an alternate universe, she was on YouTube, not Twitch, and she was. You could make a case for that. Like, first of all, I think the manosphere stuff is fine, whatever, it's not a big deal. But like, yeah, that's prevalent on YouTube because that's where it is. It doesn't exist on Twitch. Name me one manosphere Twitch streamer. It doesn't fucking exist.
Question Fit
podcast, right?
Question Fit podcast on there heavy. Now they
I
don't.
mean,
they don't
yeah,
show it,
but that's one in a sea of thoughts.
No, well, no, they've been on there for about 2 years, but it don't matter though, because as soon as they say simp one time, they shut it down.
Yeah, Twitch is super sensitive to that stuff. There's no way a manosphere's actual channel could survive on there. They'll let the bots do whatever they want.
Not even on YouTube.
Anyone who says anything that is, the manosphere usually says would be like gone.
But this is the problem, man.
There's
You
no
can't,
way
like,
people like this
all
live in
these
reality.
people are liars. It's an incredible thing. They're not saying like you were saying. This person actually stated the reason, right? And everybody is lying just on top because they know actually just 2% will do the research. They will just go out of the way to kind of do the research if this is true or not, and then debunk them or just having a real opinion on this. Otherwise, they're just gonna buy. They're just gonna buy.
Look at this headline.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Twitch respect the female
pointed
streamer?
out, the platform is actually actively contributing to this toxic environment by endorsing problematic streamers such as Trainwrecks. Who the fuck is Trainwrecks? Name me, chat. If any of you know who the fuck Trainwrecks is, let me know because no one's heard of that goddamn streamer.
Trainwrecks is pretty popular, dude.
I guarantee you that he is not like Pokimane or any of these game streamers levels of popular.
He's popular enough to get featured in the goddamn
this guy. This was the guy involved in like that whole gambling scandal ages ago.
Yeah.
But still,
yeah, it's that dude.
This is a non-reality comment when she's saying like, why doesn't Twitch protect its female streamers? I mean, are you kidding me? The entire terms of service has been changed multiple times to protect female streamers who have gone too far, right? Like
there's literally one getting her.
Showed that whole video you showed Dragon Slayer, right? With the new meta of girls naked with the black bars.
That's not the worst.
Like they changed the entire terms of service so that girls can do that.
No, bro, there was a woman getting. I'm sorry, there was a woman literally getting her ass cheeks clapped.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Twitch banned her for 2, and Twitch just gave her like a 2-week suspension.
No, it was 7 days. Get it right. It was 7 days.
My bad. 7 days. My bad. Does it matter a trace? That's like a fucking slap.
I'm talking about if you could really like hear it was literally
like you could actually hear it, and then you can hear her like slightly moan.
Oh my god.
No,
yeah,
and
the ones in the chat that answered didn't know who he was either. Ark says who, Hunty says who's Trainwrecks, Black Lives or Black Knives says who dat. Atreus,
like people only remembered it, dude.
Content and whatnot, which is cool. You do great commentary on it, but the majority of these individuals don't know who the fuck Trainwrecks is. I will say the majority of people in this sphere probably know who Pokimane is because she's in the news every other goddamn week for insert dumbass reason one or the other. You can't really compare the two.
Leon, people do know who Trainwrecks is, but not for this reason. They know him because he was involved in this big Twitch scandal back when you could like live stream gambling games basically, and he got caught under that whole shit. But that's the only reason people know him. Like if you see his face, you'll recognize him immediately. Is people know his face and the controversy, not his name. I would say.
I mean, I'll Google him real quick. I don't know him. I know him.
Yeah,
no
type in Trainwrecks Twitch and then just watch it.
I don't need to watch
Since when did Hyena Slayer become the furry Antichrist? Did you change that?
I did that as a comedic name change, like almost an hour ago.
I don't recognize this guy at all, Dragon Slayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
that's
up with my masculinity that I don't need to fucking watch Manosphere streamers.
I don't either.
There are creators. Black Knives members for 4 months says if the Mary Sue keeps writing fan fiction like this, they'll end up on Ryan's Wattpad leaderboard. Nice.
Look, there are some creators out there that can gain the support of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of subscribers, and yet have their own niche and not be household names, especially if they're based in the second or third world. Some folks penetrate the zeitgeist in some communities, and others could have the support of tens of millions of people.
This guy's mic off. I'm so sick of the bad jokes.
It's not a fucking bad joke. I'm trying to make a point here. Why don't you shut the fuck up, you do-rag bastard?
Isn't it amazing how much more you like narrow down the racism?
Look, I'm just trying to say that there are content creators out there who have the support of tens of millions or certainly millions of people, say on YouTube, but are based in parts of the world where we wouldn't know whether it's real China, like that flag, or fake China, the red one, or South Korea or Japan or other parts of the world. So it does happen. And when people talk about them, we'd be like, who the fuck's that person? I don't know who that is. That's the point I was trying to make. I wasn't being offensive. You sensitive prick.
Rini, I'm sorry there's Rini, I'm sorry there's a masturbator beside you, but anyway.
And
no, what the
wait. Oh, and to answer your question, Ryan, I wrote the word furry antichrist because I was making a joke to any potential haters that were watching from my last two videos, because they all seem to think I am like the worst thing to happen to furries ever since Scaly showed up. So I don't fucking know. I'm just making
Dragon
fun of
Slayer
them.
is excited just to be getting comments, bro. I think that's what it is.
No, bro, I've been getting some crazy ass comments.
I've been getting so many screenshots of your comments. It's crazy. It's good stuff.
No, bro, I love the fact like we got like just shit talking combined with racist remarks. Like we're talking like broad, just flat out racist remarks. And I'm like, hey, fuck you. I'm gonna get you now.
That's you.
I love
bro.
that shit, bro. I love the fucking fighting because they can't get me. I'm sorry.
Really quick, I'm gonna catch up on this. Frostfang7 for $3 says $3 for 30K. So glad you continue to grow, my dude. Thank you, Frostfang. I appreciate you, man. The Angry Badger for $2. Nobody puts Ryan in the corner. Oh, he's in the corner now. So
he's in the far right corner, which tells you something.
I appreciate you, Angry Badger. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we're going to end the stream here, start closing out, and do our outros, man. Episode 77 was wild. So much to talk about, so many different topics. So glad to have Renie on with us and hanging out with us tonight. Renie, do you want to tell them about your book and whatnot real quick? Or
Oh yeah, sure. I have a comic called Fiendish. You can find out more at fiendishcomic.com. It's a fantasy mystery. I currently have chapter 2.5 funding. It's called 2.5 because it's a one shot that is supplemental to the main series. But it's really awesome, and I encourage everyone to check it out. I have previews for chapter 1 and 2 on the website, and also a store with a bunch of other stuff and like a whole about section. I'm all about world building. I've been working on this project for like 6 or 7 years at this point, by the way. So I have lore, I have different species and races that I made up. I built a constructed language for my comic. That is my dedication. This is my entire life. I don't do anything. This is why I have no life. I don't play any video games because I work on this comic. So please check it out, fiendishcomic.com. And thank you so much for having me on.
We brought the Taiwanese Tolkien here. Praise Jesus.
I would never compare myself to Tolkien. No.
You said you're obsessed with world building. So was he.
It's fake news. Renee did not build a new language. It's just Chinese backwards.
Oh, you figured me out.
It's Chinese backwards.
Wait, what did you say, Leon? I couldn't hear you.
Let's start
I said
with,
the Taiwanese Tolkien. That's a great fucking title.
Yeah,
like, you might not want to claim it, Renie, because you're humble, but anyone like fucking use that, people call it. That's incredible. Good job, Dragon.
Thank you.
Yeah, Taiwanese token. The Taiwanese token.
There you go.
All right, Atreus, take it away, man. Atreus.
Thunder forever.
Take it away.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah. Subscribe.
He makes good content. Please do.
Go ahead, Leon.
God damn. Leon, take it away.
Well, this was another awesome Saturday night. I appreciate the fact that we all got to come here. We got to have some fun, spirited debates. It was a great time. Thank you so much, Renie, for showing up. I'm gonna definitely check out your comic because love supporting indie comic book creators. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do on my channel is to talk about indie comics because indie is the future. Everyone on this panel, with the exception of Ryan, does great work. Now, Ryan does okay work. So make sure to drop a sub to everybody. It's been great. You can, of course, come over to my channel, Words of Paradise, where last week we had a bit of a technical snafu, but that is fixed. New videos will be returning first thing tomorrow. And of course, this Monday is the Countercast. It's going to be a great show. So show up at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. And yeah, other than that, just thanks for having me on. And let's keep kicking culture's ass.
Awesome. Woo. Gooch, take it away, man.
Yeah, come check me out in Diabolical Souls Presents. I do interviews and reviews. I've actually interviewed a handful of the people here on this panel. Everyone's been great. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. I got a lot of stuff coming up in the very near future. I got Chuck Dixon coming on. I have Mike Barron, I think, is going to come on. I got Nefarious coming on this Tuesday. And then, of course, come check us out as we do Thursday nights. We do Arcane. We do the breakdown of the episodes. And hopefully, I'm hoping Renie can come on. I'd love to get her take because she's done animation, so I'd love to have her on. And have her, talk about the animation styles. So yeah, we have quite the crew there. We have Little Platoon, we have Stepenzo and everyone on there. So come check us out. And yeah, I'm just thankful, to be a part of this group. Except, the bad takes. So come check out Diabolical Souls Presents and subscribe. Thanks.
It's Nemesis.
Dragon Slayer, take it away.
Yes. Okay. Well, I gotta say this, guys. This stream has been super awesome. Again, as always, thank you.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. All
right, thank you. No, just want to say this stream has been awesome. I gotta say thank you to Hypno and the rest of the panel for inviting me over as always. And if you want to check out my YouTube channel, the name is Dragon Slayer Commentaries. I make sarcastic commentary on all the terrible and sometimes good content that comes out of Hollywood, TV shows and movies included. I just released some recently from my Rebel Moon movie review to the Echo Show review, and I will be making a review on the new Alexander Netflix show, and afterwards next week it'll be Madam Web when that trash comes out. But yeah, stick around, you're gonna enjoy it.
Oh God!
Why'd you do
Dragon Slayer? If you need me to send
like
you a
a
link
tray
to
of
a certain website to watch Madam Web so you don't pay for it, just let me know because.
I already have my own pirate site. Don't worry, I already know which. I have my own pirate site. I'm not gonna go pay to watch that crap. No. And I also have a link tree in the about section of my channel that has a link to all my other social media sites, including my Rumble.
You're not supposed to keep talking after the music stops, man.
I'm sorry.
That's the rules. It's the rules. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Ryan Rogerate, take it away.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the latest episode of Saturday Night Hypnosis. I hope you all enjoyed the show because I most certainly did. Check out all these fine folks and fellow creators. Links are in the description down below. As for me, I'll be making plenty of Rising Stars videos for tomorrow, for Sunday. No reality-based music. We're taking a week off for that. Scheduling is the reason. And for next week, plenty of suggestion videos, plenty of Rising Stars videos, a few reality-based presents videos, and hopefully we can get to 1900 ASAP on the final step to the road to 2,000 subscribers. And if I can do it, all you guys and gals can too. Because, well, I don't make the best content. Let's face it.
Would the final step be hitting 2,000?
No.
No, it's the final step on the road to 2,000, you jackass. I know all you do is commentary, and that's how you shut the fuck up.
God.
The faster you rise, the faster you can fucking fall. I'll just end with that.
Oh,
Remember
God.
that, folks.
Hey,
Reality based.
T-Gap. T-Gap, you're hilarious. He said, look what he wrote, bro. He said, actually, Ryan was kidnapped by aliens and is paying for the big anus probe.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I would believe that too. And last but not least, the Coach MC. Take it away.
What a magnificent Saturday Night Hypnosis that was tonight. It was so
Thank
much
you.
fun. And it's the obsession that we have because it's the control that they want to exhale. But hey, what we inhale is all that regression, all that control goes back to that and that procession. And our profession is, of course, our mission because we feel the vocation inside of us. We feel the vibration inside of us. And we know that the nation are fearing us because they know exactly how we're vibrating. With all these people are resonating. And they know that we all inhaling the good stuff and exhaling the bad stuff, throwing back to them. So that it means that we all connected. So that it means that we all reflected. So that it means that we all united. We are one. We are divided in all singularities. And this is what happens when we reach out, because this is the breathe out of the fiery dragon, of the mystic tales, of the oracle, of how everything kind of goes up in those purple haze and dreams. I know those clouds are fucking lazy seems, yeah, so far, but in the end, it's all so close. It's all here in my hand. We have everything that we need. It's the universe. So with God's speed, explore it, research it, do something new, build something, a structure that is cool, build a door for yourself, a portal in the gate, through step that, and you will exhale again the greatness. You will emanate the light that you will feign. Hey, and finally, this is your fate. There were three of them. The one was called Clotho. She was spinning the rod. Oh yes, and she was giving this thread, of course, the color. And then there was Lachesis. She was measuring how long this wonderful being it is. And then Atropos was cutting the rod. So she was sending the soul back and forth. That means everything is in a cycle of tree. This is why it's called Trinity. And the oak tree is also the one that we grow. These are the druids, man. This is how I flow. And nothing's gonna stop this fucking show. So come over to the Coach MC studio, because rock and roll, the Coach MC is going to show you how to fly to eternity with poetry. We have Dragon Slayer commentary. The next Tuesday, we're going to blast the 8 heroes of Greek mythology. Then we go to the third day with White Metal. We're gonna analyze the songs and we create Hemen. And then we have Saturday the master class. It's for free, so it's just Eventbrite pass. Yeah, register now. Then we have some couple of seats in the front row. No problem, man. I roll back and forth, and we will see next Saturday. This is the fort that we construct our bastion. This is the Republic of Defense of Creativity Manifestation, my friends.
At least the fucker didn't go.
Yeah. That was what we did tonight, by the way.
Waka waka! Yeah.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh, I love those colors.
I have no idea what
Bro.
just happened in the last 2 minutes.
He basically told
Art happened.
he basically told us he's a top G. Told us about the 3 spinners of fate from Greek mythology, and that he can write pretty
you
good verse.
fucking start.
No, I'm just saying that's a quick summary.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Episode 77 was awesome. And I just want to thank everybody again for helping us surpass 30,000 subscribers, man. That is awesome. We got to 30,021 tonight. So thank you guys so much for your continued support.
Beautiful.
Honestly, it means a ton. And I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everybody on the panel, for hanging out tonight. Thank you, Renie, again, for hanging out with us. Please go subscribe to everybody's channels. Go check out her book as well. Support her. And also shout out to everybody in the chat who hung out with us. Shout out to all the Hypnotoad mods for hanging out with us as well. I really appreciate everything you guys do every single night. And also shout out to all the guys who decided to take the extra step and super chat. That means a lot to me. Thank you for the support. And with that being said, we're going to end the night. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next week. And of course, as always, you already know how it goes. Go be bigots. Good night.
Bye-bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you're gay. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.